What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We see Lori Harvey's back in the news. Yeah, I don't know when. I don't know if it was recent, but she said she did some type of interview, or maybe it was recent. She did some type of interview with Tiana Taylor, which is that in itself. That's a story. I wouldn't want Tiana Taylor anywhere near someone I was dating, and I don't trust Tiana Taylor at all. And I went and I saw some photos. I've seen the photos that she's taken with Tiana Taylor. I don't know, man. And I said, it ain't Harvey, it's Tiana. I don't know about that, bro. But that's not really the focus of what we're talking about. But Lori Harvey, she said she needed more experience. She said she didn't want to, she wanted to keep being out there, single life. She wanted to enjoy her single life. She wanted to still be that woman who's out there. You know what I'm saying? Availability, you out there. And I get that. A lot of guys go through that. A lot of guys when you have real good success, or for a man, it's a little bit different than a woman. But when you have a decent amount of success, you're not really looking to shut it down. You just not looking to stop. And you ain't gonna stop. And it's a question of you ain't met someone that is worthy of lying to. Because if you have to lie, you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at yourself and you're lying. Why? Because of fear. And then that starts going against your backbones, brother. What you believe in. What are you afraid of? Fear of loss. Can't be afraid to lose nothing. That's why then why you lying? Why you still out there lying? That's why you got a lot of dudes, a lot of people, and they don't want to shut it down. Now, you can make a case that staying out in the streets, you can stay there too long, you can lose a lot of things. You can lose value. You can lose a lot out in the streets. You can lose a lot out in the streets, man. All types of things, bad things that's out there. Now, those things ain't going to apply to Lori Harvey. They're going to apply to her because they're not going to apply to her because she's not going to go to the hole in the walls, the dives, the places that you really shouldn't be around at all. She'll never go to places like that. So, um, her staying in the streets, her choosing to live the lifestyle she's living, wild and free, rich kids life, she gets to entertain all of her, all of these different dudes. And she finally ran across, that's what we're looking at it. We're men or whatever, we're looking at that. And you do the math, and it's like, well, two people, young people, hit it off. The guy goes through the motions. He gets on his knees and has a ring. He has purchased a home. He purchased a home for her and him. Gets on his knees, and she says no because she don't want to shut it down, man. She's young, and she don't want to shut it down. She wants she wants to keep going. And you take a look at her mother because I saw her and Tiana Taylor, and I looked around and I said, what about her mom?
What about her mom? Because they're very, well, they got a lot of kids. Well, they got like, was it like 9 of them or something like? It's a bunch of kids. But what about her mom? Now we know her mom married a guy, had 2 kids. He was later shipped off to a federal prison, life, for his participation in the streets and the drug game. She turned around and had another baby, I think married another guy. He got shipped off. He got shipped off. They came and got him. Both her husbands were removed. They were taken. They were taken and placed in cages. And they both were from the streets. They were nothing like Steve Harvey. Nothing. Not even close to being a guy like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey meets her. And this is a question. This is what people are just leaving out. By this time, this woman had 3 kids. She's seen 2 men get shipped off to prison. She knows what it's like when a man is not there. She knows what it's like to have to be single out here. And now she's got 3 kids. And she accepted Steve Harvey. I mean, under normal circumstances, this woman wouldn't touch Steve Harvey. She wouldn't come close to Steve Harvey. He's a boring, he's just a boring dude. It's not the type of guy she wants to be with. But because of the situation, the dudes got locked up, and her needing someone that, to help out, she found a stable guy. She found one. She found a stable guy who was financially secure and willing to take her, faults and all. She told Laurie, don't do it. And I'm going to tell you why she said that, because she's living it. And she told her daughter, she said, don't do what I did. I did this for you. I did this for the kids. I had 3 kids. I had 3 children. Both of the men I was with, that I had children with, they got sent to jail. I married the stable guy. And I don't necessarily, she don't like it. And she was telling her daughter, don't do what I did. Just don't do what I did. Keep living. You're young, enjoy your life. You don't have to settle. That's where that came from, man. That didn't come from, that came from her. That came from her mom telling her, don't be like me. I married this simp, this boring simp, and I regret every moment of it. The men that she had kids with all got locked up. And you know what? She don't have any kids with Steve. She don't have any kids with him. You guys go with these assumptions that these people are like at each other like that. Man, they probably don't even sleep in the same bedroom. Neither one of them. They probably don't even sleep in the same bedroom. And this was a question of her needing somebody to help her with her kids. And here was a question of a guy ready to, take her in, give her the things that she wanted, and give her a semblance of a lifestyle minus the criminal activity. What she was out there hustling for. They was hustling for the nice house. They was hustling for the big cars. They was hustling for that. Well, she got that through Steve. Though she may wish that he got taken off that. Nah, she might wish that he got removed. But yeah, she's telling her kid up front, man, that, don't marry this dude. Don't marry this dude that's ready to shut you down. Now you can't date nobody else. Now you got to be home for him to come. He comes home and you'll regret it. And she told her that she had 3 kids. She got 3 kids, man. She had to find something better. But she don't miss that street life. She don't miss that. she does not miss those men's in that moment, and them kids was coming out. They were enjoying each other. But when she got to Steve, no children. You know what I mean? You feeling me? When she got to Steve, she shut it down. She shut it down, brother, because there ain't no desire there. There's a need to get her bills paid, but there ain't no desire to be with that man in an intimate fashion. And that's the sad truth. I think we just need to, that's sad too, man. And she pulled her daughter out of that. And I hate to say it, a lot of that came from her. Another thing, just the fact that she saw that her daughter was finna her daughter had found a nice guy early. Her daughter didn't have to go through her daughter went through a bunch of those. I'm going to say low life. She went through a bunch of low lives. She did do that. Yep, she went through some low lives. When you look at her dating history. And she just couldn't recommend her kid going through what she went through. She couldn't recommend it, man. And that's where this stuff comes from. All that stuff Lori's saying, she's just babbling. She's just babbling. She knows exactly why she did it. And it's sad too, man, because Lori's got to go through the struggle of, another one. She got to go through that down and out, that disappointment, that child crying, and the guy is out doing other things other than doing the things. She's got to go through that struggle of, and maybe then, and we see that even now. There's a phone call made. She tried to reconnect. She didn't go to the Oscars. Darius, whatever that dude named, that guy, he went. The F1 guy, he went. She didn't go. She tried to make a phone call to Mike. He didn't pick up. There's some regret there. But she can thank mom because that's where it came from. And we know some of these women, man, they like destroying the lives of they like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she probably just did not want to see her daughter win so quick. Just kept feeding her, telling her the guy's not enough, or you don't want to be with this boring guy. Don't waste your time on this boring guy. You can do better. You can do better. Don't waste your time. I know you can do better. You can do better than this. And low key hating on her. That's what I'm saying. A lot of guys don't realize a lot of times it's the mom. A lot of times you have to date both. You date her and you damn near got to date the mom. And I'm not saying, in anything, I'm saying other than like, you got to have a strong interest in the mom. And then if the mom's been through, if the mom's got a struggle history in the past, and you are not that, they ain't gonna like you. They're just not gonna like you, man. I don't care how competent, I don't care how successful, I don't care how goal-oriented you are. I don't care. They're not gonna like you if they've been through a history of struggle and they dated bums. And how about the street dudes? If they dated a bunch of street dudes, she's not gonna like you if you're not street. She's just not gonna like you, man. You're gonna be one of those guys that she looked down on. You were undesirable. You were when she was her age, you were an undesirable guy. That's why she dated the street guys. That's why she stayed out there in the streets. And now that you found the man, and look at Michael B. Jordan, the man was on the cover of People magazine. The People magazine said that he was a great catch. People magazine put this man on the cover. Said he was a handsome man. People magazine. the industry, women consider him a symbol. And the man, all his movies, Creed, all his movies have made money. His last one broke the box. And this guy just did Sinners, and he just won an Oscar. And he's shown you acting chops. He showed you that he has a range in his acting. And it's a bright future for this guy, I'm telling you. And you don't, he needs to go ahead. Well, I'm sure he's got an agent, but he needs to link up to one of these studios that you get into these films, your career is made. If he can get on Star Wars, or say they do another 3, which they do have in the works, they do another 3 film, and he gets on there, a major role, that's his career's made for it. He don't have to do nothing else. And it's not a question of him sitting on his butt. I'm saying his career would be locked in. He wouldn't have no worries. And he would be a lead, the top paid, highest paid actor. Her mom pulled her away from him. Her mom never got guys like that. When her mom was young, you know she wasn't. When her mom was young, she wasn't dating dudes like that. She was dating dudes in the streets. She dated a dude that owned a nightclub. She dating dudes in the streets. She dating a dude who owned a nightclub who would later be forcibly removed and toted off to a federal prison and given life. That's the type of dude she was dealing with. She had an aversion to, and we keep using these words, nice guy. Guys like Michael B. Jordan, what he's done with himself. She don't like guys like that. They've never found her attractive or interesting enough, so she dated the bums and the trash. And he got toted off some kind of way. She found another piece of trash, and he got toted off to jail. And then there was a clown at a comedy show who sent people over to her table and basically begged her to go out with him. Why not? And you got to understand, after 3 kids, and when them bills come, when them kids got to eat. Them bills got to be paid. If them men that you with get locked up, who's going to pay your bills? Who's going to do all of that? You got to go and stare at your man through bars? Who's going, she knew she had to change. So she got the nice guy. She got the working guy. She got the good guy, the Steve Harvey. She got him. He has his faults. I'm not talking about that. She got Steve Harvey. She made a decision to get with the good guy, and she regrets that shit. She regrets it. She hates that. And I'm not saying she wants to go and cheat on. I'm not saying that at all because of her age. I'm not even suggesting that at all. I'm just simply saying she had more fun with them other guys, man. And she knows she did. She just simply had more fun with them. Life was better. And we like to play games, man, that rush, that adrenaline rush you get when you sort of living in the streets like that. When you out hustling like that, you get that adrenaline rush, man. And she don't have that no more. Looking at her man, he's sort of a thug, sort of a rascal. She no longer has that. She don't have that anymore. And she regrets it, man. And she told that to her daughter. That's why it don't make sense to us, because from the outside looking in, we don't know. We don't have all the information. From the outside looking in, you guys think that Oh, well, you think what you want to think, but from the outside looking in, but I'm telling you, man, she don't want. And another thing, in addition, there's possibly some, and I think it is, and I hate to say it, some jealousy right there. She see, a young daughter now growing up in the lap of luxury, right? And she's in her 60s now, and she knows what she went through, and she sees her daughter almost marry Mr. Right and get it right. And we got to admit, man, she didn't want that to happen. She just didn't want that to happen, and it didn't happen. Yeah, I'm detecting a lot of jealousy. And we don't like to say it in those terms because that's the mom. But it's, man, I mean, you just can't ignore it. Some of it is when you're giving that type of advice out. And a lot of, man, as you grow up, sometimes you do have to watch out. You got to watch out for your parents, man. They take care of you and they raise you, but sometimes they can be haters. And really, the smart thing is to keep them out your personal life. No matter how church going and genuine they seem, you got to keep them out your personal life, man. You got to keep them out, man. Isn't that something? It makes it seem so difficult as a person makes that adjustment to adulthood. It seems, well, who can they reach out to, man? It seems like that, don't it? But sometimes they can give you bad advice. And the fact that Lori Harvey tried to make that phone call, she regrets what she did. She regrets, but guess what? Her mom succeeded. Her mom said, "You're gonna suffer. You're not gonna be in here just love. These men ain't gonna love you. That's what I'm gonna show you love." Now she got her out there messed. She got her twisted. She got a little kid out there twisted up. That dude didn't even pick up the phone to take her little thank you. And that, he didn't even pick up the phone. And she got to eat that, man. And she could thank good old mom for that. Well, mom telling her the truth when a lot if they in the streets, man, if these women, if they dating street dudes, if they dating jail dudes, they're gonna have a hard time getting used to the regular guy, man. You're a 9 to 5 dude. They just gonna have a hard time. Now, if they got a house full of kids, the fact that you're able to help them with them kids, that'll play into that. But they don't really need that. They got the food stamps. They really don't need a man to help them with their kids. They hop on the county, catch them stamps. Now, is that a lot of money? They ain't a lot of money, but they can keep being single. They can stay in the streets, especially if they got a sister or something like that that's gonna take care of the kids. She can drop them kids off of her sister's house, pay her sister in food stamps, and still be a single woman. But that's a different type of struggle, though. Know what I'm saying? Her struggle is different. He said, don't date chicks who date those types of dudes. On that one, it's easier said than done, brother. Now, this is the thing, because I've said it. Michael B. Jordan, this is the thing. He wanted to get married, and that's where he made his mistake. See, you can only be. You have to understand. You just cannot be that type of guy. This Prince Charming, this Cinderella. I got a slipper. Whoever can put. You can't be that type of guy. You just can't be that type of guy, man. It just it pisses women off, and then like you said, if they're women, their moms will dislike you. They don't like guys like that. The Michael B. Jordans. And a lot of them are saying, a lot of women will publicly say they would love to date, get to know, even marry him. No, they wouldn't. They'd love to get to know and marry the guy that they love and getting to know right now, the thug, the dope dealer, the hustler. Those are the men that they're gonna marry and that just sounds good, man. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think that that's the price, especially a black man who's successful. That's the price you have to pay. With your success, a lot of women just not going to be interested in you. And a lot of these dudes do wind up going over to white women. They just simply cross over to white women because they figure that they can't make it. They don't figure they're respected. They don't figure that they're respected by, especially the black community. In the black community, we don't respect that. We don't respect, the black community does not look up to hardworking, family-oriented men. They don't respect, they don't look up to that. They don't look up to that. They look up to hustlers. They look up to a dude that's involved in drugs. They look up at these filthy rappers who sing about drugs and crime. That's what they look up to. That's respected. You got a young boy, he's drug addicted. A drug addicted, filthy rapper like young boy. That's what and that's our society. Our society has pushed us towards stuff like that. And yeah, that ruins the structure of our community. But let's just be honest, we don't value these things. We don't value a guy, the things that Michael B. Jordan, yeah, that sounds good. And he's on that stage and he won the Oscar, and the Black America, and not everybody enjoys, but then Black America has a special celebration. Michael B. Jordan, but we don't value what he is. And we don't. We don't look up to the type of guy he is. No, we don't. Just like Marjorie got 2 kids by a thug that had to be forcibly taken to a jail and put in a fucking cage. And another thug, she had to put him in a cage. We don't value. That's what we value. We value hustlers and street niggas and dope dealers. We value those types of people. And that's what, unfortunately, her mom that's what's been put into Lori's head. That's why they could be so flippant about him. I think even she said, you ain't gonna get no Oscar. This was before he got one. Just a black man, even just sitting back, sharing his dreams. He was sharing his dreams with her. And she said, you ain't gonna get, doing them little Rocky movies, you ain't gonna get no Oscar. And he knew he could do more than that. He knew he could do more than that. He knew he could do more than that. And he believed in himself. And look at what he's done. Look at what this brother did. And look at what she did. This man offered a bended knee to this woman. A stable life, a secure life, a family, opportunity to create a family. Guess what? Out the gate, they're walking into $1 million home. Out the gate, nannies, private chefs. Out the gate, you're going to get the best that money can buy. Out the gate. He had the social, he had to value, what is that stuff? Social. He had all of that and she still turned him down. And you know why she turned him down. She turned him down because of mom. She turned him down for one reason, because of mommy. Ain't that something, man? And mommy saw that wasn't her. She had to go and deal with the filth and the trash, the hustlers, you know how many people do you know how many people lose their life surrounding all that thuggery? And I get it, but you're talking to the wrong guy. Please don't come around. Don't, you're talking to the wrong guy. I know what they do. I see what they do. I know what they do. I know how they act. And I know that people are so obsessed with these clowns, like there's something to look up to. These people are thugs, and they need to be locked away forever. And that's what poisoned Michael. That's what destroyed everything for you. You just was a good dude. You was raised right. And you ran into someone who wasn't. I'm sorry, man. Just the way it is. That person wasn't raised right. That person's idea of a good man is an NBA young boy. A piece of trash who's hopelessly addicted to drugs. I bet you if you did a poll right now, who would you rather be with a bunch of third graders? And you put Michael B. Jordan, NBA young boy. I bet your NBA young boy would beat him hands down. I bet without a doubt, it wouldn't even be close. And then when you turn around and say, well, why you guys look at that? You know, young boys are, you serious? And don't come up me with this nice guy. These guys come up, you're not. Most of these guys are liars. They're not nice guys. They mess with the wrong woman, and the woman got the ups on them, and they bitter and they mad about it. They simps. They're simps. Michael simply did everything right. And if somebody could have been there to tell him that ain't gonna work, and I would have been there to tell him. I said, come here for a minute, man. Let me holler at you for a minute. I said, bro, that girl, you can't treat her like that. She ain't gonna respond. I know what you mean, but you gotta look at her mom, man. Mom, I mean, it's just the way it is, man. So you gotta blame that old church going, that old church going ninja. Yeah, and that's another thing too, man. Going to church and not changing and not just going to church, just to attend the church. Going to church just because you want to wear your nice clothes. Just going there so you can show off another suit. You got your shoes, but you have the behaviors of all the things that are negative. You still doing those things. That's what's sad, man. You still doing those things. He says, look, shout out to Nuruddin for the $10 of support. And you could be like Nuruddin. You can hit the super chat. You can hit the Cash App. The Cash App is running under the visual. Subscribe to the channel. We need your support. It's Friday. This came up in the news. I'm interested in it. Toxic mother. And as a man, just think about that, man. This is the world we live in now. You got to get over a toxic mother. When you are you're doing hey, man, you've made your mistakes. You've cleaned yourself up, and now you're serious. And you're found to be unworthy because you cleaned yourself up. So now you got to go overseas because your community, you can't fit in your community. And that's a reality for a lot of men, brother. Now he said, Platt, when you give the sisterhood a chance and after you've had enough of all the disrespect they're showing you and you decide to be with the snow bunnies, you are considered a traitor. I mean, you got there's some bad bunnies out there. There are some bad snow bunnies. I don't think you should care about that though. I mean, if you make that choice to be with a white woman, you got to, it's just that's your choice. You don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself everything. You don't owe anybody. You don't have to give nobody explanation, family or not. You don't have to talk about it. You just go and you live your life. I can see in Michael B. Jordan's case, but and when that phone rang, Michael he cried. He looked at that phone and saw Lori Harvey's number and her name. That man was in tears. He was in tears, and then she's only calling him after he won. Just think about it. Had he lost, would she be calling? Isn't that something? That's mad disrespectful? That's mad disrespectful. She's telling Steve Harvey, don't speak to the man, disrespecting the man in public, going on shows, talking down on the man. And then the man wins an Oscar and she got the nerve to light up his phone. This is the problem, man. She got the nerve to light this brother's phone up and disrespect this brother. And this is where a lot of you guys, you get defeated. Don't be defeated, man. There ain't nothing wrong with being attracted, very much attracted to beautiful women. That's the instinct in the way things are. But you guys get too invested, and that's not supposed to ever be like that anyhow. You guys make it too much. And to a certain degree, there's some criticism for Michael. You don't go out here and buy no million. I mean, what you buying a house? You don't buy no house. And some women are just not the marrying type. Some women are just not marriage material. They're not marriage material, man. And you can't make them into marriage material. There's nothing you can do. I'm saying as a man, you can see it. You can see that these people, and you can see it in her family, these people, they live that lifestyle. They don't, you can see it in her sisters. You can see it that these people are not marriage material. They want to strip. She want to stay in the strip club. She don't like being at home. She don't want nobody to come and save her, rescue her, put her in a nice place, go to work, come home, drive her to see grandmama on Sunday. She don't want that. She want to be right out there in the midst of things. She want to be on South Beach. She want to go down to LA. She want to go to Miami. And she wants a man who don't have no problem with that. She wants a man that don't have no issue with that. And that's the sad thing. I think Michael B. Jordan exposed a lot of problems in the black community. How twisted things are. Here we go. Nuruddin says, you become a traitor when you don't want to put up with the disrespect anymore. That's why they browbeat you, because they want you to put up with why they're mad with you. Shout out to Nuruddin for the $10 haul. Nuruddin, Nuruddin, you care too much about these women, Nuruddin. Nuruddin, get you a white girl and live. If that's what you want, get you a black one and live. Nuruddin, people are going to let me tell you something, Nuruddin. You could do something. Look at Michael B. Jordan. There are people who criticize him. You're going to be criticized regardless. Whether you do something good or whether you do something bad, you are going to be judged. You're going to be criticized. And I hate to go this far with it. You're going to be lied on. People will lie on you. They'll just make up something and try to stick it on you. People are wicked and evil. There are a lot of bad people out there. And let me tell you something, when you're a good person, they're really going to lie on you because you make them feel terrible because they've convinced themselves that you can't make it being a nice guy, a good guy. How about that? They've convinced themselves that you have to be like them. And when you're not like that, they're going to attack you. It ain't no different than a woman who don't want to sleep around with all the football team. And she's in a little group of women, but she don't want to sleep with the football team because she's saying, hey, listen, I just want to go through college. I don't want a boyfriend and I don't want to sleep around. And they'll jump on her. They'll beat her up. Because they want to do it. And they'll attack her. And Laurie does have the adulations of a lot of women. Because they agree with her dismissing Michael B. Jordan. They agree with that. And her mom. Her mom did that. Too many thugs. This is what living a secular life devoid of faith, right? This is what living according to BT, or now we have Zeus. This is the value system of the Zeus channel, the value system of BT. This is black media. This is all of those things that they do wrapped up into one. And this is what you get. And you don't have a distinctive deferral when you talk about uncivilized behavior. When you can't make that distinction, when you talk to someone and say, hey, listen to me, my dad being taken to prison for the rest of his life, that is not the norm in the community. That's your norm, not mine. And we want to know, why is that your norm? That's a mistake. But the black community, we don't know, man. And we buy into because some rapper told us to do it, because we heard somebody on a rap music say, that makes you real, that makes you black, to see your parents on drugs or your parents being put in prison. That makes you real. And a working man, a man coming home, a man taking care of his family, he's fake. And you guys know it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And that has everything to do with why she couldn't find herself to choose up with this man. Like, share, support, man. He said, you couldn't be more wrong. I think if you want a boring woman, you should get one, but don't preach to others. Where are you getting it? Where are you getting that at? This man doesn't want a boring woman. This man's 30, almost 40 years old. He courted and dated this woman for almost 2 years. He wants kids. He wants a life. He wants a family. Is there something wrong with that? Does it matter what he wants? He can't help this woman is what she is. He can't help that. He had no say in that. He met her, he courted her, he dated her. His belief is that he wants to have children. This man's making a lot of money. He's very successful. he wants that life. He assumed that she shared that view. He just made an assumption. Now he was wrong, but he made that assumption. And a lot of people do like that. Let me tell you something, man. It's people in it. Look, growing up in the hood, man, I saw all types of stepdads running around there. There was a guy there. He had a truck. He used to take all the kids, everybody in the neighborhood. You go and hop in that truck, man. He would just open up the back of the truck and say, "Get in," and they would wait. They would wait. Some kids would go and knock on doors, and anybody who wanted to go could come. They would all get on that truck, and that man would drive us to this park, something that was real too far to walk. We get to that park, man, and they had a playground there. They had swings. They had cut grass. You could play basketball, and he would sit there and park that truck, and he would just sit in that truck and listen to the radio. And we would be there for almost 4 or 5 hours. Then he wouldn't leave anybody. All get back, come back. And then he was sleeping with one of the women there. He was like a step dude. He wasn't a stepdad, but he was the boyfriend to one of the women. And that's how he did that for us. He did that for us. And that man don't even know what it meant to me. What it meant to me, he don't know what it was. And I do sympathize with that guy, because women don't appreciate guys like that no more. They don't. They don't appreciate guys like him anymore. They did then. As long as as long as Mr. Otis had did everything she needed him to do, he was free to go to the park and listen to the baseball games. And if he wanted to, he could take the kids. Her kids and all their friends could go out and play. Do what kids do. And they can do it in a nice manicured park. And the park's got cold fountains, so plenty of water. Have all the fun you want and just be exhausted when you get back home. But the problem was with the mom. The mom just simply was not. There was jealousy there, opportunity. You got to understand, especially through that struggle. And then we also assume Steve Harvey's wife was not disappointed. Like, she may not have shown it, but she probably was pretty disappointed that she got married, the man went to jail. She probably was pretty disappointed at that. Said Lori ain't trying to hear Michael talk that. Well, she the one calling him, brother. She wanted to talk to him for some reason. Steve Harvey was talking about him. Steve Harvey's having second thoughts. Steve Harvey's sort of stupid too, because he said you can't let her make those decisions, man. She don't know what she's doing. And we done moved away from that too, man. We've moved away from that, but then again, that ain't his daughter though. So that's his adopted daughter. So I can see why he sort of stayed to the back. Let the mom, he just stayed to the back, man, and said, "Hey, that's your mother. If your mother say so, listen to your mother." he does have. Steve got like 6 kids of his own, and all his kids are married, for the most part. She gave out horrible advice, and in that process, this woman will never recover from that. She'll never recover from that phone call. And she could walk around and run her mouth and hang out. She better be careful hanging out with Tiana Taylor. Man, she better be careful hanging out with Tiana Taylor. Come on, man. Would you want a girl you're dating hanging out with Tiana Taylor? But she could go out here and hang out with Tiana Taylor, go out here and flirt and, find her a new dude, a new rapper this time and all of that. And maybe she'll, Maybe it'll work out for her. But don't underestimate these moms. Don't underestimate how influential these moms are, and don't take it personal. Don't think that it's you. It's not you. It's her mother. And yes, if her mother is from that struggle love stuff, she probably ain't gonna like you. She's just not gonna like you because she's not gonna see you like a real man. And she's going to know why you interested in her daughter. Her daughter dates, the trash. Her daughter dates uh jail thugs. Her daughter don't date regular dudes. What are you doing? Why are you interested in my daughter? And that's the routine, ain't it? Isn't that, especially in the black community? That's the routine. Go out, get pregnant by a thug. He either gets locked up or whatever, something bad happens to him. Kids not being raised, go out, get pregnant, get married by another thug. Now you got 3 kids and you just spread that dysfunction. Now those kids are growing up without a parent. They got their single mom raising 3 kids. Then put all that bitterness in those kids because your life didn't go the way you wanted to go. And then get 45, 50 and move back in with your mom. I see that all the time. Wash, rinse, repeat. I see that all the time. All the time. I see the thug baby daddy goes to the kid's graduation. He ain't seen the kid since one time in 6th grade. And then he goes like he's proud. Like, bro, you ain't seen that boy since 6th grade? And you wonder why the community is ate up, bro. Community messed up, brother. The black community is finito. It is finito. What do you expect to happen? Here we go. What did you expect to happen? And you got Lori Harvey, man, in front of the world, entire community. Everybody saw this. We see a young black man make it to the pinnacle of success in white America. And we see a woman who was young and in her youth and her beauty turn an offer down so that she can stay out being thotted out by thugs. And that's what the community is now, man. That's what matters. And then don't leave out Marjorie. When you have that conversation about Lori, don't leave out Marjorie. Don't leave Marjorie out. Okay? She's very influential. In many cases, she might be laughing. She might be low-key laughing at her daughter, just saying, damn, you really messed that one up. You really messed that one up. That was a major mistake, man. Toxic mom, bro. And let me tell you something. Not only that, you can get married to, you can get married and the mom or the daddy. You can get married to a woman and her dad's a lowlife. He could keep coming by, and you could be like, "What you want, man? Hey, man, we good, bro. What the fuck you keep coming over here?" You know, you could that could happen both ways. That's what I'm saying. And it's poison. This man is coming over here trying to ruin a good thing. We got a good thing over here, man. Yeah, man, it's your daughter, but man, you don't need to be coming over here like that. What you keep coming over here for? Yeah, you got to say something to him, man. You say, man, it's called give the woman away. You gave your daughter to me, okay, and I'm gonna take good care of her. But don't come up here talking about you want to watch the game. Get your ass up out of here, man. What's wrong with you? Take your ass home. Go back home to your wife and kids, man. Get your ass out of here. You have to do that, man. And preferably, you got to let her hear you do it. That's taking ownership. That's establishing yourself. Yeah, for the most part, they're saying he did. Yeah, well, he's over her, man. Hats off to Michael B. Jordan. Well adjusted. I see his mom. He took his mom to the Oscars. There was a table of black people. It was a wonderful moment. It was a wonderful moment, and he shared it with us, man. Thank you. And it showed you that even though they have money, just because people have money don't mean they not ghetto. It don't mean that they not hood. You can have money. You could be a millionaire and be ghetto. You ain't no different than the projects. You still basically you live in a mansion, but you live like you in the projects still. You still walking around outside with no shirt on. You still walking to that mailbox with your pants hanging off. Your kids in school fighting. They ain't got no manners. You having a barbecue on the front porch with your music loud, all your neighbors looking like what you. That's another thing too, man. Negroes and music. Brother, I don't know it is something going on with Negroes and music. Why is your music so loud? You see these people driving. You see people at lights, man. The man's music so loud, he's rattling your car. Why is your music so loud? Like, why does it have to be that loud? And why is that symbolic of what is that, being a man? And why do you always have these parties where you turn your music up so loud I can hear it? I don't want to hear your music. I don't want to hear your music. I don't care about you. Have all the parties you want. Cut your damn music down. But that's us, man. That's what we do. We're gonna put a basketball goal on the front porch. That is, listening to a basketball, people got to work, man. Just and they show you they don't have no respect for other people, bro. Just not one scintilla of respect for anyone. Basketball goal in the front yard, loud music so loud you can hear it inside your home. Yeah, it's just bad, bro. And that's Lori Harvey. That's the side of the fence they're on. And Michael was trying to marry into that, and that would have just been a disaster. That if Michael would have married her, he would not have got that Oscar. He just wouldn't have had his head together to do that center's role. He just wouldn't have been able to swing it. He just wouldn't have been able to do it. He wouldn't have been focused enough had he married her. Because dysfunction, it doesn't really like stability. They like waking up and just doing stuff at the spur of the moment. They like stuff like that. And you can't look, when you're young, you can get away with that stuff. When you become a grown man, it's detrimental to live like that. You just can't live spur of the moment. And she's experiencing now. She got to understand that struggle of where she's going through that right now, brother. She's going through that struggle of right now. And I know she worked hard. She worked hard, man. I mean, well, she didn't really do that. My fault. So yeah, she had a private tutor, and we don't know where that went or whatever. But Because she didn't go, and which is a man, I'm gonna say this again. She didn't go to college. I have no idea why. Why would wealthy people? I just don't. That don't even make sense when you think about it. Why would wealthy people, not want their child to just go to college? I mean, she don't have to take uh, uh, physics. Just go get you a general study, and it's good for her as a young person to adjust into adulthood, coming from a collegiate background. That's good for her. She didn't go, and I still don't wonder. I said, why didn't she? I said, what is this? She's not going to college. They talking about, Kim K, and he'll be like Kim K, and got her skincare designs, and she's dating, getting slammed by all these dudes and turning down marriage proposals. She's about to hit the wall. She's about to become 30 years old. She's about to hit the wall, hanging out with T. And that's what I'm saying. It's making bad decisions. Man, you don't want Tiana Taylor near your woman, man. You don't want that. That's not a good idea for you. It's not a good idea for her. As a man, you got to sort of, to some degree, also help your woman. When you see the Tiana Taylors, you got to peel them off. You got to take them off. You got to say, oh, hey, come here. That Tiana chick. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know a couple of dudes she dated. Listen, you got to stay away from her. That chick go both ways and all that. Now, just don't even, you don't need to be around her. Now, a good woman will listen to you. A disrespectful woman will just do it just because they want to do it, because they think they can do it. They think they got a right to do it. They can disrespect you. And that's the type of woman you leave alone. Like the stream, man. Hit the Cash App, man. Hit the Super Chat. Support the platform. Let me drop this join link. We got Lori Harvey. We got Lori Harvey's mom, who's the real culprit in this mess. A lot of women, they sabotage their kids. They see their kids about to take that journey, get into a relationship, fall in love, have kids. Man's got plenty of money. The women desire him. He's got social status and everything. Some kind of way he wasn't enough, and he wasn't enough because of her mother. Her mother married Steve, and she hates it. She doesn't like being with this dude, man. She likes the thrill of the dope dealers and the thugs. She liked that. She liked the way those guys took how they treated her. She loved that. Police came in and took him to jail and gave him life. And left that woman with 2 kids. Guess what? The next morning they got that box of cornflakes. Them kids got to exist, man. They got to chew on them cornflakes. How long can they chew on them cornflakes before they need another box? So she went out there and found her another man. Police came and took his ass to jail. Well, by that time, she had 3 kids. So then she came. And there was a guy. That was, he said, I think he had already had the number on him. There was a clown. There was a guy willing to absorb all of that, and she hopped on it, and that's where she's at now. She probably told Lori she had to do it. Like, hey, I had to raise you guys. I didn't know where your next meal was coming from, so I went with this guy. I don't even mess with guys like Steve. But he's been a good guy. But no, I can't tell you that I'm happy. You're young. Before you make the mistake I made, live your life. She told us something like that. You don't want to wake up next to a boring guy. You don't want to literally sleep in separate bedrooms. You don't want to wake up on the pillow and he got beard glue and beard paint all on the pillowcase. Because he done painted his beard. You can tell, man. And she warned her daughter about that. That Michael B. Jordan, he's a good kid. But you're forgetting, that ain't all. A man is more than that. And you know what? I really do think, I hate to say this, man. I think Lori Harvey should be stripping. I just think she just would be happier. Coming out on that stage, man, getting that money. It ain't even about the money, though. She got money. Well, her family got money. But no, I just think she just don't know it. I think she would be so happy, man. She needs to work a weekend, man. And she don't need to do nothing in Vegas. She needs to come out to the South. She needs to come in one of these black clubs where they still sell neck bones and they got a kitchen. They got a stove in there. They don't have no hot what is that thing, that hot grill or whatever. They don't have a grill. They got a regular house stove. And they'll put a pot of bones on there and let them bones bubble. And you in the club, you can smell them cooking. And the DJ will tell you, we got hot bones going for the $2. $2 a bone. Hot bones. Get you some bones. A little hot sauce, a little salt. You got stripping. You got a little drink. You good. Man, she would be so happy like that. You got Laurie coming out. You got lemonade coming to you. Lemonade. Lemonade's now available for table dances. Take your time out. All the gentlemen in here, take time out. Look around, grab one of the ladies. Lemonade is coming off the stage. She's available for table dances. Lemonade. She would be so happy, man. Because it's a thrill, man, to be wanted by all those different men. And things that's missing in you because you're dating these dudes, probably you tired of dating these dudes. These dudes do nothing for you. You need a challenge. You need a certain type of life. Gentlemen, we ask you to focus on the stage, turn your attention to the stage, coming out of the dressing room for your enjoyment, Bambi. Go to the Jack. Go to the shake. The shake off. Get you a table. Get you a bone. They give me a bone. Shit. I got $6. Give me 3 bones. I don't want, give me that one. Give me the other one. Get another. There you go. Put on, there you go. Yeah, that's them hole in the wall. I don't even think them joints open anymore. I think health, what's that? Health department closed them down, man. You can't be cooking on them. You can't have a pot of bones in there, man. Somebody got sick, man, and they traced it back to the neck bone can on the house stove. They didn't have you got to have a health department give you a grade. I remember when I first went in and I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I said, wait a minute, that's a house stove. It was an old lady in there. She said, yeah, baby, it worked. And they had, their menu it was a chalkboard, little chalkboard. Something you get on Amazon for probably $5. I think it's really meant for like teaching kids. It was a little chalkboard. And she would write whatever. It was spaghetti one night, whatever she cooked. Neck bones. Whatever she cooked that night. Limas and cornbread. Whatever she cooked, man. God bless that old lady. She's passed away, but she was a good woman. She fed us, man. We paid her, but she fed us. It was good food, man. In that strip club, in that junk, hanging out hanging out in that strip club, man. And man, wait a minute. Now see, now we going. You guys talking about 2026. No, brother. No, brother. Brother. I'm not gonna tell you what year, but brother, they was out there. They was doing it up, man. Let me tell you, that junk was popping. It was a nice little, hey, I haven't done that in years, but all up in there, man. Fall up in there, fall up out of there. Wake up the next day, man. Just had the time of your life. And out-of-towners are always welcome. I like out-of-towners, man. I like the out-of-towners, man. They're always welcome, brother. Oh, where y'all from? Y'all from Houston? You from Miami? You from Jackson, Mississippi? Okay. Okay, I see. But the band plays on, man. You got a Lori. And it's sad too, man, that she got to experience the struggle of. She got to go through. It's sad that she had to call. It's sad that she called her ex-boyfriend and things are so bad between them that he wouldn't even pick up the phone. That's sad. It's sad that Steve Harvey, he shouldn't have done this, put the woman's business out and told everybody he told her not to talk to Mike. She probably didn't want him to tell the world. So we got to blame Steve on that. Steve, what are you doing? That in itself probably caused problems with him because when he heard that, he got to be looking at Lori like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you going all in public with these? Why are you putting that junk on your car? Leave him, dump him, put that on your car, then you turn around and tell your family what's wrong with speaking and what's wrong when he sees your mom or your dad and he's out and they're in the same circles and he says, hey, how y'all doing today? Hope you're having a good time. So he can't do that. That's what I'm saying. That's that hood stuff. And that's why Laurie shouldn't even be living by that. That's them ghetto rules. Let me say something, man. You got to get out of the ghetto. Now, if you got to stay there, survive, do what you got to do, but you got to get out of the ghetto. Bro, ghetto living is like twice as hard, man. You got so many rules. Don't speak to this person, okay? You can't speak. Who? That's your baby daddy. You can't speak to. Don't talk. That's your baby mama. If we go to the same church, you can't speak. That's Auntie May. Yeah, what about her? Well, she's teaching my kid how to play the piano. You ain't teaching your kid how to play the piano. No, she can't speak to you. What? That's Auntie May. That's so-and-so's aunt. Okay. Y'all ain't together no more. She ain't talking. I told her not to talk to you. You can't remember other people. These rules are ridiculous, man. They don't even make sense. They make no sense. So who's going to teach my kid to play? I don't care. Nobody. We are messed up, bro. We messed up. And Marjorie, you ain't been getting no blame. You haven't been. Okay. All right. It ain't just me either. Don't put that on me. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Says, I agree the mother got jealous. She probably doesn't even like, yep. We know she don't. How you gonna date two dudes that's in the streets like that and then date this dude that's a comedian? Old Chucky nigga. Old Chuck a walk ass nigga. How you gonna do that? How you gonna date How you gonna date Steve Harvey after? And then she got 3 kids though. You gotta understand, them kids gotta eat. So y'all, we gotta be careful with that one. Man, them kids wake up hungry, bro. Them kids gotta eat. Steve was saying, "I'll feed them. I'll feed you and the kids. Come on." He pretty much made her offer, but she don't. She regretted, and we know she regretted because she said, "Don't do what I did. I did this to take care of y'all, but don't marry the boring guy. Don't marry this guy. Get you a man like I had. Give me a man like your father. Get your old jailhouse nigga. That way you could go and cry. You could go and cry and stand outside and be with all the other women. Get searched, get violated, and meet you some friends. Where you from? Oh, I strip over here. What you coming? I'm coming in to see my man. Oh, hey, how you doing? Where you from? I'm from Cleveland. Okay. What you hear? Yeah, I strip in Cleveland. Where you strip at, huh? Where you strip at? Huh? What? That's what her mom. That's what her mom's sitting starts to. That's going to be her life now. That's terrible, man. That's terrible, man. Watch out, though, man. I'm not in my 20s. Watch out, man, because your parents can give you some terrible advice, and don't let them do it, man. Believe in yourself, man. You got to believe in yourself, man. If you don't, nobody else will. And look, hats off to Michael B. Jordan. Michael, everybody that was calling you a simp, they got to change because you don't even take a phone call. That's strong. Because the simp does that. Let me tell you what the simp does. The woman dogs you out, lies on you, A, lies to you, B, does all types of disrespectful things, and 2 years, 3 years shows back up in your life under some capacity. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And you take her back. Michael didn't do that. Mike did not do that. And I'm surprised he still got the same number. But then again, he's got a publicist. He's got people out there. There are people out there who have his number who would share it with her. Certainly share it with Steve. They could get his number. I'm saying, and they also not that bad where they would put that man's number in the streets like that. But he turned it down. Says Lori's going to end up like Stacey Dash. Yep. And Stacey's still out there, man. She still ain't learned it. Bro, we messed up, bro. Hey, sometimes you got to shut it down, man. Sometimes you got to let the air out of the balloon. Those days are gone by, man. You getting in your 40s, your 50s, you got to shut it down. You just can't be out there doing the same thing over and over and over and over. You got to, everything has an end. Things end. They come to an end. Yeah, I forgot about that. I saw Mike with his family. I saw Mike with his family and the Steve Harvey family. You think that would have been a good mesh? No, she don't need to experience struggle love, brother. That ain't the thing about that. The black experience carries with it. I get it. It carries with it a certain its own signature thing. But yeah, it's also bad things about it. So you're supposed to not want your kids, especially if you grew up in the hood, you don't want them to go through that. You don't want your kids to go through what you went through. You want them to you don't want them to be weak, but you don't want them to live like that. You don't want them to live in the corners of society, off the beaten path. No, struggle love is terrible. No, that's terrible, man. They had a chance, both of them had a chance to live the fairy tale. Michael had a chance, she had a chance. They both had a chance to live the fairy tale as a young American couple. They had a chance to, in front of the world, become beloved and become the couple everybody talked about. And she blew it. She blew it. She did that because she wants to stay running around, clowning. You know what I'm saying? Just doing in the wrong thing. But her mom's happy. Her mom's happy with her, man. Her mom's, probably she cries and her mom probably said, "Come here, baby. It'll gonna be okay. You gonna forget about him. I forgot about your daddy. Come on. When the police took your daddy to jail, yeah, when they came and got his ass, I forgot about him. When they caught your daddy with all that dope, yeah, they put his ass in jail. I had to forget about. I cried like you too, baby. I had to forget about him. You'll be okay." They would have been the biggest thing in Hollywood, and it would have been real. That's the thing about it. It's not fake, it's real. And it didn't work out because she didn't want it to work out. And that's why it failed. And this is for the people outside looking in, this is the black man's experience. This is the experience for a lot of black men. They have to deal with that. If you was to do a poll with third graders in Black America, you would find they're more in favor. I'm talking about children, the young boy that over Michael B. Jordan. Even when you break it down about being a responsible man, understanding laws, they still with a young boy, a drug addict, and some weirdo. Somebody said he did some show. I saw him. He was, I don't know, it's a lot going on with him, man. It's a lot going on with that brother. He was an all black. Let me take care of this. You got a problem with that, brother? Or let me free you, brother. Let me free you. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Lori Harvey was influenced by mom. Mom wanted her to stay toxic, and she stayed toxic. Mom wanted to do it, and mom did it, and now it's over. And Michael B. Jordan probably wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked out anyhow. Because I say Steve Harvey, I know he a church dude or whatever, but still, sometimes you people can't get rid of that stuff, man. That street culture, that stuff just follows you. It's hard to just break away. Very few people really just walk away from it. living in the streets. And that dude, I saw that dude, he was talking to her first husband was talking to Tasha K. He said he ain't never met um he said he ain't never met Steve Harvey. He said his son told him that Steve Harvey called him a name, and he said, "What?" He said, "Steve told me to do something and I told him no." And then Steve said, "Didn't I tell you to do that?" He said, "You ain't my daddy." And then Steve told him, I ain't your punk ass daddy, but I love your mother, so I gotta love you." And he told him, that dude said, "I ain't never seen Steve." But he said if he sees Steve, he gonna have a conversation about that. Say he ain't seen Steve Harvey nowhere near. And he adopted all them kids, brother. That in itself tells you something. Because see, that cuts your custody out. When somebody adopts your kid, if you get locked up and you got a couple of kids out here and you doing like 6 years and she gets married and the man adopts your kids, that means you can't see them. They're no longer yours. They're his kids. They're now his kids. Yeah, and you get to control everything. And no, you can't go and you get out of jail and say this the place they at. They say, yeah, this is where she's staying at. You can't go and walk up to the door and talk about some, hey, I want to see me. You can or you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. You cannot walk off. There we go. Bro, we get a lot of troll. I don't know where we getting these trolls. We get a lot of them, bro. You can't do that. You have to go. I mean, yeah, I don't know how now. I don't know how they do that. You had to give up your parental rights. Yeah. Well, I think it's a little bit different though if you locked up. I think it is different. If you that one guy had life in prison. Yeah, I think it's a difference for that. Because you're no longer really in the kid's life. You can't even provide financial support. So some kind of way he got all three of them. How about that? And all three of their fathers have were in locked up for a while. He says only life. Well, he got all three of them. So and she ain't happy though. She ain't happy. They want to live. People keep thinking that these are mistakes. She knows who she's marrying, man. She knows what those men are into. I don't know why people keep thinking it was a mistake. Where was the mistake? The mistake is with Steve, man, because she low key. She did good for her kids, though. I give her that. I'll give her that. And she don't want her kid to do the same thing. And that's more the dysfunction of the black community. When you look at when you take a look at the Megan Good and the pastor husband, they were together for 10 years. The guy wrote books. He's got a show on BET. She just could not stay interested in him. She get with the Jonathan May. What's that guy? Jonathan Mays. She gets with the the muscle guy, and she's insane. That's the community. That's why. Let me tell you something, bro. That's why when you out here, man, you don't know who like you and who don't. You don't. You assume that. You just assume that stuff. You don't know who like you, who don't, man. Just stay out there, stay in the paint, especially in the black community, man. You don't know what them women want. I don't care nothing about what they say. They want Michael B. Jordan. None of them dating Michael B. Jordan. They'll say that, and then they got babies by thugs. They got babies by low life. They got babies by dudes in jail because they don't like no Michael B. Jordan. Look at Lori Harvey. They don't like him. And I hate to say that, being the type of guy he is, that's going to hurt him as far as relationships. It's not enough thug in him. You know, let's just be for real. There's not enough thug in him. Just like he said, the girl when he was walking down the little celebrity carpet and he ran into the girl and they was in the same school and they didn't like him. They didn't like a guy who goes to school and does what he's told to do by the teachers, turns in his work on time. They don't like a guy like that. They like the guy who's loud, disrespectful to teachers, fighting in the hallway, straight F student, flat out Fs. They love guys like that. That guy's got all Fs. When they see his report card, it's straight F, 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 F. With a note saying, we need to talk to you. They know he's going straight to the streets. The running man, they know he going straight to the streets, man. They know that. It's Friday night, man. We'll take your thoughts, your phone calls. We got to open up the game line, man. We need to put some game out here. We need to put some game out here, man. Hold up. We'll take your phone calls. You got a question about game? We'll put them out here. Like, support. Got the join link posted, man. We'll take your questions. Your relationships on the rocks. We'll take your questions, man. We won't charge you $500 an hour. But I think some people want to do that. I think people look at somebody who charges them money as that the value of the help. Not really. But you do as you want to do, though. This is your life to live. They're getting money on these consultations, bro. I've seen it. You don't have to go through nothing, man. You don't. You only live once. You don't have to go through none of this struggle love. You know. And if she a good girl, she ain't gonna listen to her mom to begin with. Come on. She got to make up her mind. She gonna listen to you or she gonna listen to her mother. And when you see the mom got a real strong when the mom got a real strong influence on them, you want to get up out of that, man. And you do, as a man, you want to do some bad things. You don't want to do nothing criminal, but you want to be late. You want to miss a date that y'all had planned because you want to see how she processes that. Even if her mom bashes you, does she stay down? Does she stay down? Does she stay down, brother? Or does she bounce? Does she get up out of there? And they're gonna learn. They're gonna find out the hard way, brother. Believe that. Believe that. Now she fumbled, bro, and hanging out with the Tiana Taylors, all of those women. She fumbled. They almost put Tiana Taylor out of the Oscars. They almost literally put the black woman out. She fumbled that, brother. And if I don't blame Lori Harvey, I wouldn't have went to that thing either. I wouldn't I wouldn't have went. She stayed away like she's she got enough sense not to go. I got you, brother. But she's getting away with it. She's getting away with it without any real criticism of Marjorie. It's sad to see. It's sad to see that, man. And I'm gonna tell you, when Laurie hits the wall, Lori Harvey is 2 years from hitting the wall. When she hits the wall, another one, man, another one has met. Some people's walls is 28. When she hits the wall at 30, it's pretty much over, man. And see, a lot of these women, they're not really ready to shut everything down that young because they still getting attention, especially in the age of the internet. But you have to go ahead and make a good decision on how you want to live your life. And the sad thing is, the men that she married, they're not even good thieves or good criminals. They're not even good criminals, so it becomes irrelevant, the whole Bunny and Clyde. Yeah, these dudes, they get played all the time. You see these dudes, they get used, they get played. And a lot of times the mom, man, the mom for a lot of time, the mom for the mom looks out for her kid, man. The good mom focuses on the good guy, the good mom, and gets her kid to understand, her daughter, that guy's got even what her daughter doesn't see, right? This is one of the, this ain't the first time, but this is one of the most public time I've seen a mom literally pull her kid away from the good guy. In the church, I see that all the time in the church. They point them toward the good guy, even when they're not interested. They point them, even when they're not interested in them. They still point her toward the good guy. And it depends on how she feels about mom. You know what I'm saying? If she really, really, really trusts her mom, she'll deal with the good guy. This is one of the first times I ever seen him pull away from the good guy, back out to the clubs, back out to the bars, back out to the streets. To get used. And now she got to go through the struggle, love, man. That's gonna be sad, man. And no matter who this guy is, this Dame son or whatever, no matter who it is, they're gonna be compared to Michael B. Jordan, and they're gonna have now that's mainstream America. You know, he's mainstream America, so no matter who, no matter who it is, he'll be compared always. So she's going to feel, if she stays in the public eye, she's going to feel unfulfilled. And all she had to do is go look at Kim Kardashian, look at her. She'll tell you that she's a fool. She'll say all those men, and she, went through all those rappers and all of those football players, and look at her now. She's single. Look at her. Her kids are growing up. She doesn't want to live like that. Yeah, I agree with you about the Tiana Taylor thing. I agree. Tiana Taylor, plus the way she was acting at that Oscars, that's bad taste. That's no class. That's low class. You don't want to be yelling and screaming. If you're a woman, have your security, have someone else, but don't be the one yelling and screaming. Don't ever be like that. And if they nudge you, if you're in a upper class place and someone nudges you, go ahead, accept the nudge. Just move. Let the person be wrong. They sort of hit you because you're trying to go up a stairwell or you're trying to move. Just bump back up and see why they're doing it. Don't sit there and yell and scream. See, that's what I mean. Just don't sit there and do that, man. Don't do that. Yeah, I saw Puffy. They said Puffy trying to get out. Puffy trying to appeal his sentence. He said everything falls under free speech. Puffy was making some flicks. I ain't mad at you though, Puffy. I ain't mad at you. Puffy was making flicks. He was greasing them up. No, I got hold on. My memory coming back. Nah, Puff. Yeah, you was there. Nah, Puff. Puff, you had that camera. You was looking at them dudes, Puff. Come on, Puff. No, I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Puff was on some. I want to see the dude. You know what I mean? Not the one. I want to film the dude. Like what you mean? I want to hit the dude. Puff, like I won't film you, pleasing her, but I want to film you. I ain't really pressed on feeling. I can see her anytime. I want to free that. Puff was on that. Puff was on that. So nah. What's up with you, Philly?
What's up, Black?
What's up?
How you been, man? Yeah, Michael B did the right thing.
What about getting on his knees and asking her to marry him?
No, I'm talking about like when he figured out that she wasn't for him.
But
And
what if you fall in love with the woman?
I mean, it happens. You're gonna
But
fall in love with a woman, You're gonna fall in love with the wrong
but
one.
but okay, when you fall in love, you don't want nothing bad to happen to the woman. Even all up, even if the woman is causing you pain.
I done been down that road.
What you say?
I said I've been down that road before.
Okay. Well,
So
how'd you handle it?
I had to go through a pain. I had to go through the pain, and then enough was enough, and I let the woman go.
Yeah.
Had to let her go.
Uh-huh. Okay. I got you, brother.
But
That's what happened to Mike, man. And
yeah,
Mike did
yeah,
this happened in the middle of him shooting those movies,
yeah,
and he had to deal with heartbreak.
yeah,
And he's in the public eye.
yeah.
He had to go through all of that, man, the shame and humiliation, and he bounced back and things added up, and finally the good guy won, and she called him.
She trying to spin the block.
That would have looked weird though, wouldn't it, if he would have took her back?
Yeah, it would have. It would have. He did the right thing. He didn't even answer the phone.
But how do you do that though, Philly? He still got feelings for her.
And yeah, but that doesn't matter because she doesn't want him like that. She just wants what he can provide that these other men can't provide for her. She just seen, oh well, he's right for me. Like I've been through that though. I've been through like women did me wrong, and then they go deal with another man, and then they come back. You know, they try to come back, and you got to be a man and say no. It's over.
Yeah, you're right. And
Got to.
he done moved on, man. Yes.
You gotta move on because if you go back, it's gonna be the same drama. Probably worse.
What does he have to do to get a Lori Harvey to appreciate him though?
She's not going to appreciate you no matter what you do. You can buy her a house, you can buy her a Rolls Royce, you can set her up with a business, you can help her whole family with their debts and problems. That doesn't mean nothing if the woman not feeling you, it's not going to happen.
Well, no, I'm just saying what they dated. He was the nice guy, but yet some kind of way it didn't come through.
It didn't work, and that's how it goes.
So do okay, okay. Now her mom,
Okay.
two of the guys that she got on, she been married 3 times. The first two husbands, yes, she got kids by. The last guy, Steve, no kids. Does that even sound right?
No.
Yeah, because see, they're married, right? This is not even no girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. She's a marrying type.
Right.
This man married her. They've been together a long time. Some kind of way, no kids. That's sort of weird, though, ain't it? A little bit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but maybe they had an agreement that they didn't want any more kids because Steve has kids and then she has kids. So it's like, we're just gonna be together. You know what I mean? Like I haven't been in that situation. I have kids. So like I'm speaking from my personal experience, like when I meet women that have kids, they really don't want no more kids. And then when I meet women that don't have kids, they want kids. So that's that. You gotta persuade a woman that has kids to have more kids. That's what I'm trying to say, because she already knows what goes into having a family, and she might not be trying to deal with that.
Well, I disagree. I think that they don't even sleep in the same bed. I think
Well,
that hold up.
that's
I
true
think that
too.
I think she 100% uses. I think he's a simp, and
Yeah,
she uses him. He's a beta male provider. Nothing can be more textbook beta male provider. And this is what happens, man. This is what happens. You can't get the type of women that you really, really like. You
right.
find yourself with money, and then you do stupid things like tell a woman they can bring all of their kids and you'll take care of them. And then that woman, she has kids with her first two husbands because there was some desirability. She desired those men, they desired her. She gets
Right.
with Steve, no kids. That tells me that they're really not messing with each other like that.
I mean, but who's to say that they had an agreement that they didn't want any more kids, because Steve has kids and she has kids. So like they could have had an agreement that was like, oh, we not.
They still want to produce one between them. They got plenty of money. It ain't like they're gonna raise them. They're gonna have a nanny.
Mm-hmm.
They got over like $500 million. They can afford another kid.
Well, maybe she didn't want any more kids. Maybe.
No, I don't believe that. I don't think. I think she
You
spent.
know what? You know what? I agree with you too.
Yeah, I think she spent more time sleep in the bed with her kids than she does Steve. Steve slept in the bed by himself.
Yeah, what type of
He was,
relationship?
he was down there
I don't
sleeping
know
with
what
those.
type of man could do that. I mean, I know men that's going through that now, and it's ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm with a woman, she's in the bed with me. I'm not sleeping in a separate bed and I'm married to the woman. No.
No, you talking. You just talking. I'm telling you right now, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, especially her. She got 3 kids without Steve. She slept. They've shared a bed before. Kids get afraid. Moms, for women will sleep in the bed with their children. Right?
I haven't been. Well, like I'm gonna just speak on what I've been through. Like I haven't really dealt with women that have kids.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Well, let me do this. A woman will sleep in bed with her children all together. And now, as the kids get older, you can look at it and say that's weird, but no, man, it just depends on the mom. They just enjoy sleeping.
mm-hmm.
It's like a security thing. The kids feel comfortable. And you could come in and say something like, "Hey, ain't she too old to be getting in the bed?" But it really ain't none of your business, man, because them ain't your kids. So,
Nope.
like I said, I can see her. I think she slept in the bed with her children more than she slept in the bed with Steve. They don't have any kids, so probably out of a year, she probably slept out of 12 months. She might have gave Steve a month off and on over a year's period where she was in bed with him as opposed to sleep with her children.
See, that's the thing when you deal with women that got kids, you gotta go through that. So, I want to also say that your content has helped me with dealing with women better too.
Thank
it really
you.
has, yeah. It really has, and I told you that in the past, and I'm gonna tell you that again. I really don't go through nothing with women. Like as soon as they get out of line, they gotta go.
If you build like that,
they gotta go.
Well, you gotta be built like that though. You can't
be built like that, and I'm definitely built like that.
Well, okay, but I'm saying you can't be up here wolfing it up. If she don't do it my way, it's the highway, and then she leave you, you're on the channel whining.
No, I'm not.
Nah, no, you come up here. Women ain't shit, man. I'm so tired of these women. They ain't shit.
Oh, you never hear me talk like that.
But now you come up here, man. It's my way or the highway. I got them. I got them. They're going to do what I tell them to do. It's my way or the highway. Get up out of it. And then she leave. Man, she did me wrong, man. Come on, man. But as long as you built like that, though, bro.
I'm not living like that.
If you built like that, you can do it.
You know what? I came on a chat one time and I had a girl in the bed with me. So you already know, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah, one of your baby mamas with you, right?
No, I mean my baby mom, she just was over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, it's like that.
She bought you some dope.
Yeah, she gonna contribute. She gonna come.
Sound like you smoking.
Yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette.
Okay, I heard that lighter.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey man, we try to help, brother.
Yeah, you definitely help. The content is, you know, it definitely helps me. You know, I told you that in the past. I'll tell you that now. Yeah.
We're trying to help now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to let people know that, hey, these women, you got to deal with their moms too. And if they moms, this is what we never talk about. If they mom a hood rat, say the woman's not, say she's not, she's young,
and
she's at a crossroads, right? Well, what if mom's a hood rat? How do you deal with that, the offspring? I'm saying, and you're a good guy. Say you're not a delinquent, say you don't have a report card full of F's. You're not in a summer school. You haven't failed. You don't have a weed addiction, right? How do you deal with how do you deal when mom's a hood rat?
You got the option to not deal with the woman. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have like you got an option. You don't have. You could just come in there, do what you do, and leave. You don't have to deal with a woman giving you problems. That's for a weak man. That's what a weak man does. You know. You don't have to deal with that, especially Michael B.
Well, but it ain't coming from her. It's coming from mom.
You just in and out. You don't gotta be there.
Mom's a hood rat.
Yeah, mom. That's how mom wanna. You know. That's why you don't deal with women that live with their mom.
Well, you can try not to. It's a little bit different. They in school or something like that. But they got a kid. It just depends, brother.
Yeah. You don't got to deal with nothing you don't want to deal with. That's what I tell my sons. For real.
But you got to be careful of the mother, man. She's influential. She's influential, and she can get in the way of a situation that you're trying to create. And look, the mom's a little ghetto. Okay. That's not you. That's her. Ain't nothing you could do about that. The mom's ghetto. Okay. And then you got to let her know why you're not. You got to tell her, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. And she said, yeah. I said, listen, I grew up that way. I'm not going to raise my family, my kids that way. I refuse to. So me and your daughter, we taking a journey. We're not going to do nothing ghetto. So all of these Newports and all of this Zeus channel and BET, we're not doing that. That ain't coming with us. We on something else. I'm for real, bro. Yeah, we on something else, man. We on something different. What was it? Used to be what, Jerry Springer? What was it? Blunts and Jerry Springer. Blunts and Jerry Springer. No, man, I did that. I saw. I was on a date, man. We went by the house, and this girl's daughter, her daughter must have been what 13, 12, and she had like 3 kids. But the daughter was in the front room watching TV, and that shit was on Jerry Springer, man. And I, you know what? Immediately that made me reflect. Because I said, do you know how neglectful that is to let your kid look at the garbage of the Jerry Springer show? They did, though. Yeah, and I felt sorry for that kid. I'm saying that shit, man, it made me feel bad. Because I was like, man.
It's none of my business.
No, what happened to Zoom, man? Why don't you turn on some Sesame Street? You way too old for Sesame Street. Why don't you watch some PBS? Watch no goddamn Jerry Springer.
They shut that right down.
But them her kids though, man.
Yep. Has nothing to do with me.
You know what? And for a while I struggled with that, but I'm like that. I'm with you on that one. I did struggle with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Detachment like that.
Yep. They're not my kids.
You're right. When the little boy asks you for a PlayStation, like he asks all the other dudes before you, you say the same thing the other dude said. I got you. Yet you never get them.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, like I never really dealt with women that had kids like that. You know, I'm telling you that, like, because I seen when I was young, like I seen older guys go through it with these women that had kids at a very early age. And I was like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with these type of women. And I steered clear every time. I was turning girls down because they had kids. Like that's how I was very early in my life. And now that I have kids, I don't even deal with women that got kids like that, you know. So I never been through that, you know. So like that's why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking.
Well, yeah, dealing with a woman with kids for me is not a big deal because it depends on if you're trying to marry them. But they're
that's something I'm not trying to do.
Hold up. If they are a part of that woman's life,
right,
you don't have a choice but to deal with them. When you walk into the house, they're there. You're gonna do? Ignore them? When they know you, what do you think? And they're kids. What do you think kids gonna do?
That's a fact.
What do you think the kids are gonna do? They know that you come over there, you start dating someone for about 2 months, the kid's gonna know you. You're probably gonna know more about those kids gonna know more about you than they do their uncles because you go over there more.
Yeah.
The kids, the way you expect kids to do. You listen to what they got to say. They want to show you something. You look at what they got to show you. They want, they try to give you the controller, and you look at her, and she said, "Leave him alone." They're kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. I remember, man. I hate bringing this stuff up, man. This was years ago, man. I went to get some. There was a moment when I used to smoke a lot. I did quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I go in there, right? So I'm going back. I knock on the door, and he ain't there. The guy, he ain't there. So she's there, and they got a little boy, and the little boy doesn't see me from the window. He doesn't see me coming up, getting served. So I go inside, and she said, "He ain't here, but I got you." She said, "I'll take care of you." So I walk inside, and the little boy comes and grabs my leg. "Hey, uncle. Hey, uncle." And I look around, and I look down, and I look around, and she's in the back, right? And he's holding on to my leg, man. And I said, "Man, I didn't tell him to stop. I waited till she came out. She took them off. I felt so sorry for that little boy. I said, man, it's sad when the only visitor you get is your customers. Like, this little boy, y'all take him outside to play, man. Bro, we messed up, man. I'm so glad I had a childhood, man. But what the things that you see, it's bad too, man. That little boy didn't have nowhere to play, man. They was in the trap. They was out there in the trap, and and he had to grow. He was born. He was born in the trap.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't have to go through that, So, I mean, I see this guy, Hutch Unfiltered, say I should go back to my baby mom. No, I'm not going back. And you know what? As a man, you have options to deal with women that have kids and women that don't have kids. Like you had that option. Like
it's not that easy.
It's optional.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy, but it's optional. You don't have.
But it's not that easy.
It's not. But
you're discounting. You're discounting.
Option.
You are discounting. People are emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you could fall in love with a woman with kids. Man, hold up. That ain't your thing. You ain't no stepdad. That ain't your thing. Okay, we get that. That ain't you. But that don't mean you can't love that woman. And you ain't trying to love her, but it happens.
It happens.
Damn. Yeah, life is hard, man. It ain't as easy. Oh, don't deal with them because they don't deal with them. Yeah, man, I mean, I wish it was that simple. It's just not that simple. You could be with a woman who's single, y'all just don't connect. And y'all don't. Y'all can't even, when y'all talk, her conversation completely different. Y'all cannot connect and communicate with each other. And you say, God damn, what's going on? She's perfect, but we can't communicate. Why can't we communicate? And then another chick had 3 kids, and you and her, you feel like you've known this woman your whole life. But you don't want the kids, but you like, God damn. That's dating, man. That's dating. All modern dating. That's life. And you gotta sort through all of that stuff.
You do. You really do. I'm not gonna argue that.
You could date a chick in the hood, she don't want to leave. You could be like, yo, I get that. You want to do the county thing. You want to eat up off this welfare. But listen, what I need you to do is I know people. Come on, we're going to get you in. I want you to be a nurse. I know you can do it. I know people. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Then she'll never make, you call. She said she didn't show up. And then you call and say, how come you didn't go down there? Oh, I got to take care of my kid. My kid was sick this morning. I can't go down. Just excuse after excuse after excuse. And then you just leave her alone. But I'm just saying, you don't want to. You just have to. Because, like you said, she ain't going nowhere.
You just you gotta really pick your poison and proceed with caution. That's what I'm going to say. Because you could get into a situation that's not good for you.
At
the end of the day, it's about what I want. Like
I got you.
regardless of what this woman look like, what she doing, how she making me feel. If it's a bad situation, I'm not getting into it.
Okay.
I'm not.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We got Hutch said he don't like the way brothers make children, but say they don't want to deal with chicks with kids. Yeah,
I agree.
But you don't have to, though, Joey.
You don't have to.
No, you don't. You're not subject to just because I do. My girl don't have kids.
Okay, now hold up, Joey. If I got 5 kids,
yeah,
I'm 35.
Yeah,
I got 5 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
The woman is 21. I meet her in the church. She got no kids. And the woman that I got 5 by, she's been begging me to marry her. She's been saying stuff like, who's going to be with me? And I got 5, look at my stomach, and I love you, and I'll do anything for you. And when you gonna marry me? And then I could turn around and say, I can date the woman I met in church. She's 21 for 2 months and drop to my knees. I could do it in the church
Mm-hmm.
and say, will you marry me in front of her and the kids? That's what I'm saying, Joy. I'm not obligated. Just because we have kids, I'm not obligated to marry you.
You really
Just like when people break up, they're not obligated to just not deal with somebody else. They can deal with somebody the next week and be in love. It happens.
It happens.
Life don't stop for nobody.
It really don't.
That's why I tell guys like, oh, you think because she in jail that kitty deactivate? No, bro, she's still out here. Don't get in your feelings. Don't get mad. Your baby mom probably dealing with another nigga, and it's all right.
You just like when you go to jail. Like I've been through this, so I could speak on it. Like when you go to jail, you lose everything. So you gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to hear guys crying on the phone because they woman was out with another man. And it's like, well, you know, that's what it is. You gotta get your shit together, and then when you come home, maybe she'll take you back. If not, go find another woman.
Hey, Philly, you was at CFCF?
I was up CF, House of Correction, and then I had to go upstate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like I wasn't even on good terms with my baby mom like that. So like it wasn't like that. You know, I'm like, oh, I was all hurt, and I was like, you know what? I see her when I get up. When I came home, and when I came home, I seen her. You know? And that was that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was hurt. Like I knew she was already doing her anyway. So.
And listen, I commend you because you ain't getting your feelings, and you just do what type time she was.
Yeah, like because if
cool.
I was really in my feelings, like I'd be up here like Platt said and talk about how this woman did me wrong and all that. Like we gotta come out of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I came home and then I had another baby by another woman, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even with her. And now I'm single now, you know what I mean? But like I got a lot of options. I could meet another woman and make another family right now if I wanted to. The woman that don't even have kids. So like that's why I'm saying like you got options. Like men think that they gotta just deal with what's in their face. No, you gotta step out your comfort zone and meet somebody. Like Platt was saying, like, we don't have to keep going to the strip club and trying to holler at the girl on the corner. Why don't you go to another, you know what I mean? Go to another state. Go to
another... Now, come on, man. Let's not talk about the shake now. You can push up to the shake. I know Joey don't do it, but I fall up in the shake.
Yeah,
I go in there. I mean, I go. I'm not going to say I go in the strip club and I holler at the hood rats, but like I just know that these aren't the women I'm going to be with. You feel me? Like these.
Obviously, I mean, you're not going in there for that, but
no,
you're going in there to be
like people go in there with their mindset.
You're going in there to be entertained, brother. You're not going in there to find a wife,
right?
Have a good time.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Get a dance and keep it pushing. Get a couple drinks, some wings in you.
That's all I do. That's all I do.
Get a neck bone while you're in there, bro. Get a bone.
Listen to some good music. You know what I'm saying?
I might go home with one.
Get a plate of bones while you in there.
Yeah.
I get some chicken. Yeah, they got the best food in them strip clubs, especially down.
I actually had. I mean,
Atlanta.
I had a couple girls choosing up on me because they felt that vibe that I wasn't on, like that I wasn't going to press them about what they do, and you know what I'm saying. Like I give them that vibe. Like I let them do them, and I do me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Platt, why are you saying now? If you don't remember.
I remember
with Lori Harvey. Now you trying to sit up here and say that she's hitting the wall after I already told you
hit the wall.
No, but I said she was a thought. I've been said she was out here.
Well, it's her mom though, Joy. Her mom's the reason why.
Nah. Don't just put it on Marjorie. That's her name, Marjorie.
She the one who was dating the
Put
thugs.
it on Steve too. His cornbean head ass. Put it on him too. Put it on Mr. Potato Head too. Because
Mr. Potato
I don't
Head.
know what you got
think
against
like a
Steve because
man. Think like a what was that movie? Think like a something whatever like a
no,
man.
that Marjorie was dating thugs up until she met Steve,
She
man.
was
And
thinking like a man. Yeah,
I don't know if she was thinking like a man. I know she was dating thugs,
she was hustling.
and she had a conversation with her daughter and told her daughter, "Don't be like me. Don't marry the boring guy."
No.
No, she told him, "I married the boring guy because of you guys. I had 3 kids. Steve provided a wonderful life for you and your brothers and sisters. That's why I married him. But if I could do it all over again, I would never do it because I'm not happy. Don't be like me and marry the boring guy." That's what Michael B. Jordan.
I don't
be
think
like
it's boring. I don't think it got nothing to do with boring play. It got to do with her youth. That she still think that she's young, and just like most of these chicks, that they got infinite time to go out here and do what they want to do, and that's okay.
That's the mindset that a lot of young girls have. They be
yes,
like, oh, I could date 100 guys, and then when I'm like 40, I could settle.
I could chill out. Yep.
They be thinking that.
And that's basically what Steve be saying. He be telling these chicks that book or that movie, he basically was telling these chicks, yo, just go out here, deal with the raggedy nigga, and then settle down with the like him. He's basically projected everything he put in his book. And he stole some of that stuff I heard from his security guard. But my thing was like, Platt, listen, she for the streets, and it's okay. She might luck up and find another Vic later on down the line to marry her. But right now, she ain't nothing to be up there hoop hiring over. Like Michael B. Jordan got way more bad tricks than Lori Harvey. Don't get me wrong, she nice work. But come on, Platt. Like, I don't think Mike even worrying about that girl after that.
It is.
Plus, hanging out with Tiana Taylor, that's a red flag for me, brother.
Don't get me started with Tiana. I used to love Tiana, man, but some women just overstimulating. Like, calm down. Like, you doing too much. Sit down. Her, Keke Palmer, Cardi B. Every time I hear them talk, it just make me start cringing. Like, all right, I get it. Stop.
They it's like real it's real performative.
Super perform. There you go, Phil.
Yeah, it's real
super performative.
Like, and it took me a while to think like this. Like, why are these women acting like this? They really doing it for attention. They like attention from men. Like, every time you see them, they showing their body, they acting wild. It's for attention.
But it become too performative to the point where you got no identity. Where's your identity? That's no different than I say the chick that always got on tights and she got a fat butt. Like, but what else, baby? You don't get your hair done. You don't put no makeup, a little bit of makeup. You don't put on some nice and tight. You just put on them tights and you got a butt. That's no different than the dudes. I'll be tricking. I'll pay for that. I'll pay. You ain't got no identity. That's all you known for is tricking. Like nothing else. I'll pay for that. I'll take her. I'll pay her. All right, bro. And I ain't got nothing against the tricks, but the ones that, no disrespect, my man Jacob that be coming, he just do like, come on, Jake. Like, damn. Nothing else.
Jacob
like
is,
if you know, does she even like you, my brother?
Yeah. Jacob,
don't disrespect my boy Jake.
No,
go ahead.
Jacob is convinced that money it will solve all your problems.
Because his daddy told him that.
Okay, well, he's convinced that money. That's why he don't like when people talk about you can get women without money. That goes against the way he's been conditioned.
But you can't make that your whole identity. I know guys who trick Platt and they got other things besides them just spending money. You get what I'm saying? They might be charismatic and other things. And I'm not saying about Jake. He could be he is funny. But my thing is like, damn, that's all you constantly talk, especially when they get around women. pulling out.
What's
And
up,
I'm not
Doc?
a hater.
Yeah, what's up?
They pulling out the money.
I seen somebody at that was you at the door.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's up? How you doing?
You got mute
I
up.
just got home.
Oh, all right, all right.
You got mute up, Philly.
All right.
Mute him up, Platt.
He let it open. He want us to hear him. I'll mute him. Okay, I'll mute him. Yeah.
But back to Lori Harvey.
That ain't gonna work, man. See, what people got to understand: Lori got money, Jordan got money. When we look at Lori Harvey, right? I mean, look at Marjorie. Marjorie had no money. Marjorie had 3 kids. Steve Harvey had money. That's how Steve Harvey got her. Steve Harvey is a beta male provider. If you want to know what's a beta male provider, Steve Harvey. He is a beta male provider. The other men she dealt with, they just got locked up. But while she was with those men, she made babies with those men. She enjoyed those men. Those men enjoyed her. Steve Harvey, they had no kids. And I know women. She sleeps with her kid. Probably still sleeps with. I wouldn't put it past her that she sleeps with Lori Harvey.
Her kid. I don't know about that.
Well, they're just women, man. That's how women do.
I mean, probably. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, with Steve, you definitely on point with that because he talked about how he got Lori Harvey mom Marjorie, and I'm like, she basically was manipulating your time. Like, you was chasing this chick this whole time, and you knew she was dealing with other niggas, and you just was there in the wing just waiting for her. Rest in peace to ARC. What do you call it? Time manipulators or something like that? She was manipulating your time. Like, why you want to deal with a chick like that, bro? And you, Steve Harvey. Like, you got emotion, bro.
No, you don't.
He did at that time when he got with her.
We make assumptions like that. A lot of these people, they don't have the motion you think they have. A lot of these people, you think they're dating all these beautiful. No, they're not.
Kings of comedy.
I done walked into the nosedive strip club. I mean, the bottom of the barrel strip clubs. It's not even updated on Google Maps. You look it up, it says Leo's Chicken Wings. And that thing, that strip club been open like 5 years. He said, man, this is the ghetto strip club right here. It's not even on the Google Maps, right?
Yeah.
And I done walked in there and seen NBA dudes in there. NBA players. Sitting there.
Little holes in the wall. Yeah, I seen that too, Platt. I seen that.
They don't have, like you said, motion. They don't have the motion you think they have.
No, but I'm saying with Steve, if I'm not mistaken, he was already married at one time. And he was doing the Kings of Comedy, the Steve Harvey show. You know what I'm saying? He did have some type of motion though, Platt. You ain't gonna deny that. You ain't. And she later on down the line was like,
not with women.
Harvey.
Steve Harvey did the best he could, and more power to him. He wanted her, he got her. But Steve Harvey wasn't no women fucking with him like that. With them big ass slacks on.
Yeah, the big ass slacks with the shoulder pads on the
extra wide. Yep. Your big old football shoulder pads and fat slacks.
And they said that was a wig on his head the whole time. I'm like, damn, bro.
Fake
I didn't
hair.
even know they had that back in the day. He had a fake fro. Like, that's crazy, bro.
And I used to see that he used to go on Letterman and all that. I mean, he used to go on whoever was doing the night shows. He'd go on there
David Letterman
with them big slacks. They used to look at him like, why your slacks so big? Like, you put 2 people in there.
He used to walk. He used to be just swinging. Couldn't even see his shoes. Big ass Steve Harvey. That's what we used to say back in the day. You got that big ass Steve Harvey suit on, bro. Damn. Get that thing tailored up. They had tailors back in the day, too. But hey, that was the style,
But them like
blazer.
Church. No, those are like if you go into the church and stuff like that.
Yeah, Platt, you're right. Because we used to go to church. Yeah. I had a pair of big slacks. Platt, we all had big slacks on back in the day.
Joy. I have like 3 of them. I'm gonna put them on though.
Oh,
I
you
should
got
have.
some now?
I got no. I got some G-Funk suits. You know them Warren G. I got the Derby to
What?
go with them.
You got the derby too,
I got a
Platt?
Derby. Yeah, I wear that Derby.
Yo, how long you saved that outfit? You ain't just buy that recently.
It's all tailored. I got to go make sure it fit. I might have to let
I
something
was
out.
about to say you had that for a minute, Platt.
Yeah, put my Warren G on, walk around with my G-Funk
I
suit.
can dig it. I can dig it. Warren G and
I'm gonna go
Nate
to the
Dogg.
park. I'm gonna go to the park with that Warren G in a full suit, even though it's hot, Joy.
They gonna look at you like this nigga
Had
crazy.
that Derby on. No, man, women gonna be choosing.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Platt. They gonna be like this nigga. where the hell he coming from? Where he going? Remember that old nigga? I'm gonna get you sucker came out with the pimp outfit on. Everybody was looking at him like laughing, like what the hell? They gonna look at you crazy, Platt.
That ain't no pimp outfit. That's a G.
No, I'm saying in the movie they was looking at that nigga crazy. He had
I'm doing it, man. So you say what you
Platt.
want. I'm going there. I'm sitting on the hood of my car, G-funked up. That's what I'm.
Go and get an S curl too. Shit, might as well do the whole shebang.
Get a man weave.
Get an S curl, yeah.
Nah,
Niggas is getting a man weaves too.
I know.
It's a barbershop.
Man weaves and beards.
It's a barbershop. They got all the windows is tinted, right, Platt? But they got pictures of the dudes before and after pictures on the billboard in the front of the building. They say, yeah, they got man units. They look sharp. You wouldn't tell if it's a man unit, but I'm cool. Once I go bald, that's it. I ain't getting no man unit. But yeah, back to Mike, man. Mike be all right. He cool. She on there gonna be talking about Michael B. Jordan for the next 10 years and trying to expose him and all that, and he just gonna keep winning. He dodged a bullet, Platt, and I'm proud of him. I wish Will Smith dodged a bullet, but he didn't. He stuck with that dirty tennis ball head chick for the next forever. So he
Well,
ain't gonna
man,
divorce her.
he got played, man. I mean, he fell in love with her.
Who?
No,
Well,
I'm gonna tell you what Will made his mistake at. Will made his mistake.
Sucker for love.
No, but okay, that and she leveraged him against Pac, and this has more to do. This has more to do with beating Pac out for the woman than it does with him actually caring about her like that, and that's why he wanted to stay with her and stuff. But I saw that picture. I saw a video on Twitter. I don't know if it was old, but there was a picture of Tupac in the house. Will Smith's walking by.
What?
It's a picture of Tupac.
Oh no, that might be AI. Platt. I don't think that was happening. Now, the video that Tupac and Jada did back in the day when they was in high school, parents just don't understand. That was real. That was crazy that they was dancing to Will Smith song back in the day. That was real, but I don't know if Tupac was walking around Will Smith crib. Cause he said he was insecure. And Jada made that man insecure. Probably kept playing I Get Around and hit him up and like, come on, why would you do this? And then made the daughter write a letter to Tupac. This nigga dead. Why are you making this little girl write a letter to Tupac? Talking about my mom is sad. I swear. Jada Pinkett is an evil woman, yo. And I'm so happy Michael B. Jordan ain't go down that path. I'm so happy for him. He's on the road to be what Will Smith is, but he ain't gonna be jumping on no stage, smacking on somebody, talking about don't talk about my wife. He's going down the right path, Platt.
He gonna get him a white woman though, Joy.
And honestly, Platt, and I said this to my girl, and I said it I said this to my girl and her mom. I said, I think he do need a white woman. They both looked, hey, Platt, you should have seen the way they looked at me. What? Yeah. It's time to date out.
He needs to be appreciated.
He needs to date out. It don't matter. Look, if you find a sister that treat him right, I'm all good. I'm cool with it, Platt. Date out. Let the sisterhood sit up there and look at him. Be happy.
Joy, the thugs. The problem with black men, black women is the thug component.
What you mean?
I.e., Michael B. Jordan checks all the boxes. Hardworking dude, he's in shape. Other women like him.
Yeah.
He plays by the rules. Marjorie, right? She married thugs. She never married the Michael B. Jordan type dude. She didn't even talk. Those guys weren't interested in her. She wasn't interested in them.
I mean, she married Steve Harvey.
No, that's third. He's the last guy she married. And
yeah, she was dealing with drug dealers before.
Them other dudes were no beta male providers. Them other two men. And one of the dudes, they took his ass to jail and gave him life.
Yeah.
That ain't associated with being a beta male provider.
Well, you know, back in them days, as long as you got some paper, them chicks is on you. And for what I heard, them dudes that she was dealing with, Lori Harvey, Real Pop, and all them, they had some paper. Like, they was out here in the streets. And her mom was one of them type chicks. Steve Harvey, he was the last on the board. Like, just the same thing I'm hearing with D.L. Hughley daughter. She up there reminiscing, talking about getting slanged out by dudes with Adidas flip-flops and all that. Like, that's how it goes, Platt. That's how it goes. Like,
yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, she was just talking. She married to a cornball, and she was reminiscing, talking about how she used to get slayed out by basically a pookie or whatever the guys call it. And that's how it goes. Like, just like Shorty that was up here earlier talking about the Haitian dude and all that. Like, come on, man. You know damn well you in the club and this nigga right here, a money bag yo, come walking by. You're gonna drop them panties. Like, we ain't gonna sit up here and, like, let's keep it real. Oh nah, I'm saving myself. I'm celibate. I don't want to hear that shit. You know damn well. The right nigga come by, you dropping them draws. And it's okay. Trying to act all goody good to you. No, you not. He can eat my. Yeah, I bet you he can eat it. He ain't doing nothing else, and he digging in his pocket, paying for her. But just like Steve Harvey.
Oh, you talking about Chantel?
Yeah, Chantel with that story.
Chantel ain't serious about no man right now.
We all know this, Platt.
If you want to, that's the thing as a man. If you want to get used, women will use you. If the closest you can get,
yes, you ain't lying.
Now, if the closest you can get to getting them is being used, you come to the right place. Because especially in 2026, these females will use you.
Yep.
They will let you take them to the casino. They will let you they'll get $500 and go play the slots.
Go to Longhorn.
Yep. They'll let you feed them. They'll let you buy their kid an Xbox. Yeah, they'll use you. But when you start talking about a relationship and being with them, that's when you're going to find out you have no chance. That just simply doesn't exist.
Hey, Platt, one of my homies was telling me how last week he took a chick to Longhorn, right? Longhorn ain't expensive or nothing, but I'm like, bro, first of all, you let that girl order the steak, you know, with the mash, the broccoli and all that. Then she ordered the garlic Parmesan cheese, lamb chops, and some other stuff, the shrimps and all that. I said, bruh, why you let that girl order all that food? I was trying to get some cutty out there tonight, Joey. I thought she was going. Man, he said by the time they went in the car, she was asleep. She acted like she was drowsy. Talk about take me home. Take me to my mom home. Take me to. She said, "Take me home. Take me to my mom home." I'm like, "Your mom home?" He was like, she started to act all like drowsy and all. I was like,
a woman who eats like that ain't gonna have sex with you, Joy.
I told him the same thing, Platt. I said, you made that girl sit up there and eat all that food. I said she had to go. He said, Joe, she ate all that, bro. I said, bro, come on. And she had some drinks in her. Y'all niggas, man. The things y'all do for vagina, man.
It's hard out here.
It ain't that hard out here. Is it that
is.
hard? Pause.
Yeah, it
Is it?
is. It's guys is going outside.
I'm not sitting there letting a woman eat a whole steak in front of my face and some lamb chop and some lamb
Yep.
and mashed potatoes and shrimp.
He ain't seal the deal.
Nah, he said she ain't picking up his calls now. I said, that's how it goes, good brother.
No, ain't it? She ain't interested.
That's it. He hurt.
Gotta move on.
I've been through that too. I've been through that.
Oh, you been ghosted?
I've been ghosted. Yeah, I've been through all that. That's why I said, like, you got options, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got to at least have the knowledge to know that the woman likes you before y'all even go out.
No, but these chicks like they give guys some rhythm for what I'm hearing, and then they just switch up on them.
They do.
But see, but Joey, they don't. I don't know where you are, but women don't really.
We in Philly.
Yeah,
No,
we in Philly. Yeah, they like real. They act like real masculine here. They like real.
They don't even fake. I'm saying
Right.
all of this. I gotta fake it with him to get this stuff, and then I'm gonna ghost him, and then I'm gonna be scared because I might run. They don't do that out here.
They do it out here.
I get better play when I go out of town. Like if I go to New York, or I go to DC, or I go to Virginia, or I go to like Georgia, and I go out there, and they know that I'm not from out there. The women will give me so much play, and then I come back to Philly. It's like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they look better. They look better. They act more feminine. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta guess if this woman like you or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like Philly, you like playing chess and checkers with these women. Like it's like, you know, I don't even talk to these girls here like that. Like I have women here that I deal with, but I've been dealing with these women for years from here. Like if I meet a new woman, it's like, oh, she got problems and she need a bill paid, or her living situation ain't right. You know what I'm saying? They be homeless. Like a lot of them man.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Man, phone ain't on.
Phone ain't on. Hey, Platt, look, all they cars be getting boots on it. They gotta get called PPA.
Car be
boots
dirty.
off. Yeah. Oh goodness, don't get me started with the cars.
That's my pet peeve too. I cannot get into a woman car. She got a dirty car. Like
my man.
I had got into this girl. Like I was about to sit in the car. I got on a brand new sweatsuit, some new shoes, and the girl had ketchup on the seats. I was like, you know what?
Ketchup and chicken crumbs.
Yeah, I'm like, well, who? You know, do you even clean? You know what I mean? If you get in my car is clean. You can sit in the car. You're not gonna get a dirt stain on your clothes from sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like these women is like out of pocket.
Hey, Platt, this is a different breed of women. See, I'm cool. My lady, well, everything, car clean, apartment.
Right. So you ain't gotta worry about that. See, I'm in a different lane, Joey. Like you tucked away. Like I'm still in the field. Like
I'm bougie, and I'm bougie because if I see a chick pull up on me and her car looking, because I had chicks that have done it. One time I went to recline the seat.
And that might not even be her car. She'll take another nigga car to go see you.
Look, I went to recline the seat one time because I'm kind of tall. And I'm feeling like, what the hell is this mushy on my hands? I pull my hand up. I'm thinking it's poop or something. And this black shit, bitch had a whole Reese cup on the side of the shit. I'm like, what are we doing?
Like a dirty car. And if her car dirty, you know her crib dirty.
The trunk.
That's
the trunk got a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, don't let me get started.
If her car dirty, her crib dirty.
See, Platt, I know y'all don't go through that out there, Platt. I know
a lot. Well, yes, we do, but a lot of men. Well, look, first of all, it's a lot of simps out here. Okay,
you ain't lying.
All right. Okay, a lot of things, that's the beginning. When you first meet someone, you dating them, and you finally get to the point where, if you ain't picking them up, or maybe you go to pick them up and their car sitting there, you can see it's a bucket. You can see they driving a bucket. So the next weekend you're over there, you go out and take a look at her car, and you see it's filthy, and you say, you see, you say, hey, look, let me take care of this car. I'll be back. Give me till tomorrow. You'll need, you're gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. Don't worry about it. I'll be here. So you take her car, you go get it cleaned out. You take it to they got them all over. They don't have them just where I'm at. You can go by certain strip malls. There's 4 or 5 people with pressure washers, all of
Yup.
it. Yeah, you get a wash. So you
Clean
go
them
in there,
seats.
get it washed clean, and get it, good wash on it. And then maybe you put a little money in it and you take it back. And these women, hey, that car get taken care of by dudes. They do get an oil change on it. Say, give it a tune up, and then you bring it back. You hand it to her. Say, there you go. And y'all have not slept together. That woman said, thank you. And she knows I don't have to clean it up. Why? There's a simp who's gonna come clean it up. My next simp gonna clean up my car.
Nah, I'm cool. That's a key indicator, Plat. If your car dirty, what the hell I look like talking about? Let me clean it out for you, baby. Let me make sure it look nice for you. Like,
I mean, but
outta
it's
here.
men that's going to do that. It is.
I know it is, but I'll be damned if that her car dirty. Then nah, that just tell me what it is.
Like
I
I
know.
just, yeah, I'm not going through that though. Like if it just like, well, that's why I keep my own car. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta come pick me up.
Hey, Plat, Philly, y'all ain't never gotten a chick bed and it got crumbs. That is
Oh man,
my
now that's
pet
when I'm
peeve,
leaving.
bro.
Probably a kid was in there
No.
That's when I'm leaving.
She was in there eating
what, crackers?
I'm leaving.
Lay's potato chips and Oreo cookies. Cause it's one chick. I'm like, yo,
I'm leaving.
you eating and you chilling, but
I'm
yo,
leaving.
I'm swiping off her bed. Like, yo, get this off the bed. And she talking
I'm
about
leaving.
it ain't that much crumbs.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, you got to pull the sheets, Joey.
No, I swiped it. I did this.
No, you go in, there, you yank the sheets off, you shake them out, and then you put them back on.
She wasn't getting up, Plat. I just did my little swipe.
That's
Like,
probably the girl. Like when she come to your crib, she'll be the one stealing.
Yeah,
She'll be stealing stuff out your, like cause she ain't got you because you got your setup is nice. You got nice
ain't lying.
right. You know what I mean? And then
you got to have your own exclusive place. In a sense, what I'm saying, okay, like say you're a single man, you single, and you're in the dating game, right? So say in your medicine cabinet, right, in yours, you have all of your top brand colognes, right? And you have your razor, you have things that's associated with being a man, nice things. Okay, when you date and you let random women go in and out of that bathroom, they're gonna take stuff with them. So I can promise you all your cologne gonna be gone.
What, Plat? Take my cologne? Why would I take my cologne?
Yeah, whatever you got. Yeah. Now, if you got, they gonna give it to their dude.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's what they do. They be stealing.
Yeah.
You got high end, you got Louis Vuitton, and you got Cartier cologne. Yeah, they taking that.
They gonna take that and give it to a dude. That's how a dude know when a woman care about him, because guess what? He gonna be the one that they giving it to. He ain't asked for that.
Yeah.
They be like, hey, here you go, baby. Here you go, baby. Here you go. He be like, damn, you hooked me up. This cologne go for $500 a bottle. Damn.
Yeah, I'll be pissed. I said, what? Shorty take my Creed? I'll be pissed.
You ain't gonna get it back?
I was watching YouTube this white man, he bought this girl a chain or a bracelet or something. It was gold and was diamonds in it or something. He said that she took the chain from him as a gift, got it melted down, got it made into something else, and gave it to a man.
That sound about right.
Well, there you go. She didn't care about him. That's what I'm saying. That's the
You
danger.
know,
That's the danger men have to face.
yeah, when you're single.
Yeah, well, you're dealing with women who don't care about you. That's why the whole thing about exposing your house to them. You got to understand they don't deserve to be in. If you got a $250,000 house, these women don't deserve to be in your house. Deal with them in the car.
Oh, you gotta take them to a hotel.
No, you don't. You don't have to do that deal. All you gotta do is go behind a Foot Locker or go behind a Dollar General, and y'all both can get in the trunk. You got a long ass trunk. Lay in the trunk, and you can have all the fun you want in the trunk.
I need some room, Platt. I need a bed. So yeah, I'll take it to a motel. Son.
For a minute.
Yeah, we taking them to the hotel.
I don't know what you're trying to. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get busy. I need some fighting room. I can't got no fighting room in no trunk.
Yes, you do. What kind of trunk you got?
Oh, in my car? My trunk pretty big though. In my car.
There you go. Do the trunk. Pop the lid on the back. Let it sit up high.
I'm not having my butt
is
cheeks.
one of the boys.
Platt, wow,
we crazy.
Keep your shoes and socks on.
Somebody walk by, all they gonna see is butt cheeks. Like
they ain't coming back. Believe me, if they're coming behind a Dollar General, they own some other shit in there. They ain't thinking about you.
Platt. People gonna walk by and see you.
And if you a real Philly nigga, because sometimes I be thinking I be talking to Philly nigga. If you a real Philly nigga, you don't care nothing about no shit like that.
I do, Platt.
You gonna do your thing. You don't care nothing about nobody seeing you. Say, well,
I hit a
I'm not that freaked out.
If somebody see you, gonna say what it look like I'm doing.
I'm not that freaked out to be having my butt cheeks out.
Look at them and say what it look like I'm doing.
That's a decent exposure.
What the fuck you mean?
Tearing something up.
That's a decent exposure. That's
exactly.
That's a crime.
Like
so you get
I don't want to get booked over no indecent exposure.
Yeah, you could get, especially in Philly. Like it's
all
like
you hear is
very high crime.
And then the cop like, oh, pull your pants up.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I'm just trying to get some cheeks. Now I got charged, Platt.
Yeah.
How that's gonna look?
I had enough police contact in my life, so I'm done with that. Like it's either we going to a motel, we going.
Motel,
we going, you know what I'm saying? I'm a kick out a couple dollars to see we going to her crib or we going to a motel.
You gonna kick out at least 100?
Nah. They got a cheap joint. Hey, Philly, they got a cheap joint up the boulevard. We got some bed bugs, but $75, $60.
Yeah, it's about $100.
You know how hard it is to get bed bugs off you, man?
Yeah, it's real hard, Platt. My dad exterminated.
Bed bugs.
Go to a hotel full of bed bugs.
You get one on you. That's a wrap. If you go back to your crib, you better throw your clothes away.
How about a woman bringing bed bugs to where you live at?
That ain't never happened. If it did, I'll be pissed.
They say you can't. Things bite, right?
Yeah, they bite. They bite you while you sleep.
They bite all night.
Yeah.
Because when you lay down, your body.
You got to put a flea collar
I
on
know.
you.
I had to deal with that shit. I did not. I had to throw away all the furniture.
Yep.
I had to replace it. Then I had to get exterminated.
Spray the whole crib. My pop did all that. Yeah.
I spent like $500 replacing shit.
I got you. You got to put a flea collar on a lot of these chicks, bro. If they coming over there with ticks and bed bugs,
fleas, yeah.
I tell her at the door, say, "Don't put this on." She said, "What?" Say, "It's just don't worry about it. Just put it on. Put a flea collar on her."
Hey, Play. I see the chick. She put a purse at Popeyes on the counter and was digging for her wallet. Why these roaches come run? I was like, damn, shorty.
Yeah.
Yo, shorty's got it bad, bro.
I seen a chick with a roach in her weave, Joy.
Yo, listen, I saw that too one time, Platt. And I ain't want to embarrass her, but I just seen it just chilling on the top of her dome. I'm like, yo, that's a roach.
Uh-huh.
And it was just chilling. And I'm like, damn, man.
And she was, I know, and they be on their bullshit.
Oh my God.
They still be on their bullshit, thinking they stunting, taking Instagram photos with a roach sitting on
Hey, Joey.
Yo.
Hey, Joey, I think the average chick that you meet in our city is like in the way. That's what I'm like. It's not even
some
worth
of
it.
them.
For the majority,
You gotta go way. Nah, you
you gotta go out
Philadelphia.
of town. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
go
gotta
out
go
of
out of
town to get
town.
something nice.
I keep telling all of these Negroes that stuck in the
They
hood
think, yeah,
to
y'all
go
want to
out
go
to
on a corner.
Jersey.
Y'all want to talk to Keisha.
Go out to Jersey, like you said, the DC,
Yeah,
Virginia, because everything is close to us, Platt. All our states is, on the East Coast is at a 2 to 3 hour radius where we can just drive and go to a different state.
go to Jersey.
These
At
dudes
least
don't
go
go
to
nowhere.
Jersey. I had a chick coming here from Jersey. She had her own car. She had her own apartment. She had her own money. She used to come over. She didn't ask me for no money.
Love Jersey girls.
We used to just get something to eat and lay in the bed and did what we did. And that was it. And the thing was, I didn't want to be with her though. And then we parted ways. You know what I'm saying? She got pregnant by some boy. I still talk. Matter of fact, I could text her tonight if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I think about text. Matter of fact, I gotta find her in my call log. Matter of fact, let me look.
But look, man, that's what I'm saying. The world is your
I
oyster.
got it
man.
like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta deal with no woman that got kids. You ain't gotta deal with no woman that's a bum. You don't.
The world is your oyster. And Michael B. Jordan, he won the Oscars, Platt.
Yeah,
I know you like Lori Harvey and all that, Platt, but come on, man. I've been told you this months ago. Like,
she's a bop.
she is like
She's a
she's nothing to
bop.
be taken
Just
serious. Like,
she's somebody like she look good. Like that's somebody that you offer a couple dollars, you hit it a couple times, then you leave her alone.
Platt,
That's
low
no.
key, you kind of can though, Platt.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Come
All
on,
right,
her
man.
mom's a
I
millionaire.
could
Her,
jump.
dad,
You know what? I could
her
jump in her
mom's a
DM right
millionaire.
now.
Her mom's a millionaire. Her dad's a millionaire.
Platt, that doesn't
That-
mean nothing.
That's an absolutely absurd statement to make about Lori Harvey.
How?
All you gotta do is offer her a few dollars, man. Y'all niggas.
She's
Y'all
going.
Hold on. So she ain't deal with Future. What you heard my man Future said? Tell Steve Harvey I don't want her. He paid for that thing and kept it pushing.
She's going.
She on the bargain tool.
I don't believe.
Diddy, the
She
Sons,
dealt with Diddy's sons.
and Diddy.
Yep, and Puff
She
gave her a
didn't.
couple dollars.
She didn't
She
deal
got
with
a
Diddy.
she got a couple dollars off of Puff.
All right, Platt.
She got a couple dollars off of Puff.
Man, get that woman a goddamn million. That's the heir to a fortune. But she got a couple of dollars.
It don't matter.
That woman ain't doing it. Y'all
all right, Platt.
All right, Platt. All right.
We
I
get
ain't
the
gonna
other
argue
news
with
where
it.
she was letting that thing fly for a couple hours. Don't be surprised. I know,
no,
Platt.
she's a single woman, and she's free to smash. You know, she could smash the whole Jets football team. She's single, but don't be telling me that she's doing it because she wants some bread.
Not that she wants some bread.
That's just an offer, like that's on the table, because like she might want a pair of shoes, she might want a bag. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Platt do like Lori.
He's going.
Platt, you ain't hear Platt.
I don't even like her. I don't even like Lori Harvey. I wouldn't even talk to her. She not my type. Like she too slim. Like I like.
And that's the crazy thing, because Platt, you like her caked up. She not even caked up.
She like bony.
You guys are saying I like her. I don't know where you're getting that from.
All right, yo, you done screamed at me because I done went at Lori Harvey a couple times.
Yeah, you saying that she'll go for a couple of bucks. That's ridiculous.
I said she a bop too. Yeah, she's a little
going. She's going. If you jump in her DM tonight and say you got X amount of dollars and you got some type of status, she going.
Damn, they punching her in the chat. Platt, look at it. They saying she basic. Yeah. See?
Okay, she basic then. All right, brother.
She going. She going point blank.
Good job, Mike.
You probably could hit her. You could go on her. You know what I mean? He could get her.
Maybe under a blue moon and a green frog. I'll probably get her, man.
If Puff could hit, you could hit it. You know what I'm saying?
You think you can hit? I can't hit? You talking crazy up here now, brother.
He said, if I can hit, I know you can. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
nigga talking crazy up here. How you know I can hit? You compare me to Puff Daddy?
Yo, that was funny.
I don't move like Puff. We different people.
I know you don't move like him, but you're like an older man, so
But I like laying down with women. I don't want to grease them up.
oh, all right.
Yeah, Diddy definitely greasing.
Yeah, I
he,
don't want
he,
to grease them up.
he
I don't
wore
want,
out Cassie.
not to mention the furniture, man. That's gonna mess your furniture up.
Yeah, he wore out Cassie, man.
All that baby oil when they sit down, and then that's gonna all your furniture got to be replaced.
That boy had a lot of baby oil in that crib, man.
Yeah, Puff, he tore them women down.
He tore the men down too. Pause.
Puffy was looking at. Puffy was watching niggas. That's
yeah,
what
he was pause, dick watching. Like, Diddy done.
Yeah.
Puffy was watching.
I don't know why Diddy want to come out. I don't know why
he
want to come out. I don't know why he want to come outside so bad. Because when he come out here, they gonna give him hell. He don't even dig it. He think he gonna be out here Diddy bopping.
Well, he ain't gonna. He just want Joey. He'd rather be out though.
I understand, but when you get out of jail, Diddy you gonna catch a whirlwind, bro.
No, the black community loves that. Diddy be big.
You know what's crazy?
If Diddy got out today, or when he gets out, he's gonna be the biggest celebrity walking.
And you know what, Platt? I agree, because we in the upside down world. What's good is bad is good. Like, so people definitely gonna embrace Diddy, and you see people already embracing young Miami or whatever her name is. She's still on his wood, still talking highly good about him. Her career damn near in the dirt because of that man, and she still talk good about him. Like,
Trick Daddy said he from the Pork and Beans projects, and that's where they're from, City Girls.
Yeah,
I guess it must be a big unit in Miami. Porter Beans or Pork and Beans, something like that. Projects. It's like a big section.
Yeah, Florida. Little. There's 2-story projects they got. I think I rode past there one time.
It's in Miami, right?
Yeah, the other side. I think across the bridge. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody outside. It's so hot, Platt. Everybody walking around. They draws damn near. All you see is niggas with the palm tree hairs, the big dreads hanging out, and no shirts, walking around with flip flops. The chicks walking around. I don't be one on that side. I want to be on the good side.
Yeah, American Negro said that Port and Beans Projects has been torn down. So I know Trick Daddy say he from there, and Young Miami said they from there. So
they got different projects down there now. But I definitely know what you're talking about, because back in the day, people used to go out there to chill. They had some good food out there too. But nah, Platt. Shut out the mic, man. That's all I want to keep saying. I see the potential. I'm happy you're going down the right road. You just got the Oscars. Sky's the limit. I wish what's his name did good. That's married to Megan Good. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I don't know his name. You talking about that Reverend
Jonathan Major?
No. Talking about him? Okay.
Yeah, he was doing good until crashing out.
Yeah, white girl.
Yeah, that bunny. He was straining out, talking about he want her to be his Coretta. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude?
I saw a video on X. This white woman was abusing this black dude. You might have seen it too. She was somebody was filming it. She grabbed his dreads. She put him in a headlock. She wanted him to come home with her. And he was sagging, and she didn't want to go home with it. They knew each other. So she ran down on him, and she got out the car, and she started getting in his face, and then somebody started filming, and then she started assaulting him. She grabbed his braids, put him in a headlock, and she was a bigger woman. She was bigger than him, probably twice his size. she was forcing him to get in the car.
That sound about right.
Yeah, and then she cussed the person that was filming out before she left. I said, "Wow." I was like,
Mhm.
white women moving like that out here? Y'all whooping these dudes. I ain't know that, man.
That's a brotherhood, Platt. That's a brotherhood snow. Yeah, these
Yeah,
niggas.
she whooped dude ass.
See, we got them too in our city too, Platt, but they mostly be in the northeast section of Philadelphia or South Philly. You might catch a couple of brotherhood snows. They got a pair of Jordans on, some tights. And yeah, they be beating up niggas. Like, and the dudes be just sitting there taking it. I'm like,
They
dude,
feel
why don't you push her off? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I wish I could talk to dude. You're right. He never at once raised a hand to her. She was doing
they
all.
don't do it. They don't swing on them because
Why?
they know what's
Because of the money or what?
is that she got the complexion for the protection. Platt. She's a white woman. She start if he backhand her like whack, just give her one nice smack across her lips, and she start crying, and somebody see it, you going to jail. You done. Now the sisterhood, no disrespect.
I know.
You already know what happens. The sisterhood, people just gonna keep it pushing. I ain't trying to glorify that, but I've seen it.
Yeah, but how do you feel like a man if you letting a woman just manhandle you and make you do something? You don't want to see her tonight. Maybe you doing something. Maybe you said, "Hey, how come you ain't called me? I'll see you tomorrow." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it don't work that way. And then she started physically grabbing you, putting you in a headlock in front of people, right? She's a big woman holding you tight, and
Mm-hmm.
then you try to break away, and she grabbing you, and people can see you straining. They can
Mm-hmm.
see the back of your foot. You trying your best to pull away, and she holding you hard. A vein pop up in her forehead, when she trying to like choke the shit out of you.
That pit bull lock. Yep.
Yeah, and then you sit there, and next thing you know, 5 minutes later, we see you being stuffed in the car, in the door lock, and then the woman walking around talking. Then she coming to the phone talking about how she'll do what the hell she want. You better watch filming me. I better not come back and you film me again. And you be like, damn, that white woman hopped in was a truck. It was a truck. That white woman that she put that black man in the back, hopped in that truck.
And peeled off.
Yeah, pulled out her Newport and drove off. Man, I was like, damn.
Uh-huh. Cause that man needs a hot plate and a bed at night, Platt. A lot of these dudes, they don't have nowhere else to go. They need that woman. And so they're gonna take all that abuse, all that mental abuse. They in survival mode. What else can you do? Get that ass whooped. You can loud talk with her, do all that posturing like you about to hit her. No. Get in the back of that car, let her whoop your ass. Let her smoke that port in front of your face.
Mm.
The heart is soft pack.
And you know what? White women be getting the pass. They're very masculine, Joey. They be getting the pass.
Don't say nothing, Platt, because if Joey say it, I'm sisterhood. But I'm out here and I've seen white women act just as masculine, grown men. Damn near act just like white men. Talk crazy, swing on people. I've seen it. And nothing happens. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
People just walk by and just be trying to calm her down. She like, get the fuck out of my face, motherfucker.
Yeah, that white woman I saw. I was in the casino. That white woman I saw talking to her husband, bruh.
Talking crazy to him, huh?
Dog walked that dude, bruh. White dude.
I know.
Dog walked him. She said, "Come on." And he was like, I'm playing. He said, "You got don't give a damn about. You get your ass up and follow me." Then she took money and threw it in his face. And you could see the dude was old. The dude was sort of limpy a little bit. And she was just talking to him. She said, "I'll leave your ass." And everybody, and that's another thing. See, that's what I'm saying. We play this game. I'm black, but we play this game. We act like white people see. White people don't act like black people. And what I mean by this, that white woman didn't give a damn about you looking at her.
Not a damn.
I don't have to respect you. Ooh, I don't give a damn about you looking at me. I'm talking to him. Then the security didn't say nothing. They stayed right where they was.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking crazy to that man.
Mm-hmm.
And they intervened. She's like, I don't have to lower my voice. I do as I please. And she did too, man. And everybody shut up and stayed out the way. And just dog walked her husband, man.
A Platt, before I did, I'm telling you, I've seen it plenty of times. When I went to Atlantic City, I've seen it about 4 times. And like you said, it was on the outside of the casinos. The women, they getting pissy drunk, and it look like they outside screaming, hooping and hollering at their husband and boyfriends. Nobody stopping them. It's right in front of security. I seen a white chick punched her boyfriend in the face. Security ain't did nothing. Me and my cousin was sitting in the car like, yo, she about to get booked. She about to go to jail tonight. Man, she ain't, nothing happened. Excuse me, man. What's going on over here? I'm like, huh? You just seen she punched this man in the face. I'm trying to tell you, like, I've seen it. That's why I be listening to some of these dudes. Black women, they blah, blah, blah. Man, look at these white women, especially them Italians. Oh man, don't let me get started with that.
They're coming in the hood, Joy. An Italian white woman,
Where
especially
Joey Marlino from?
Yeah, hold up,
South Philly.
Especially an Italian white woman who got people that's mafia-like or in jail. I'm not saying they got to be in the mafia. I'm just saying if she got a bunch of brothers, they done a lot of time. They real crime, and she grew up in that, and she got a black boyfriend. I'm telling you, that white woman to walk on that basketball court in front of it could be nothing but black people down there. She'll grab that man jersey and be like, "Where the fuck was you last night?" in front of everybody. And yank on his jersey. He'll be sitting up there saying, "Hey, let me go. I ain't letting you go, motherfucker thing. You better not hit me. You better not hit me." And just start dressing them down. And everybody will back up. Man, I've seen it. Even the crowd, everybody will back up and watch this white woman dress this man down, drag this man across the court, dog walk this man, and the Negro be right with her, following her. Yep. They don't be resisting. I done seen it. I'm like,
I've seen it too. I've seen it too. I've seen it. I've seen brothers. I've seen white guys and brothers just take abuse from white women. And I'll be like, bruh. But don't let Keisha put some hands up on me. Oh man, she the worst thing in the world. I don't approve of nobody putting hands on nobody, but I've seen it. And guys just chill. They just act like it ain't nothing. They be right there holding hands with her the next day. I'm like, this nigga's crazy. I'm getting far away from her. That guy in Atlantic City, man. She punched him dead in his face. Security just looked and then came over, was trying to help her out. I'm like, help him. She just punched him in the face. He had a lump right on his lip. I'm like, damn. Let that would have been the other way around. He going to jail.
Say nigga get his lip split. It was a white dude though.
Whoo, man.
It was a white dude. Him and his girlfriend was fine too.
To the white meat.
Yeah, she split it. She hit him in the mouth with a cup. Split his lip. She didn't get in trouble or nothing. Nobody said nothing to him. All they did was fixed his lip.
I don't mean to laugh.
They didn't say nothing to her. Just fixed his lip. You know how you go to the ER room? They had a police in there to make sure. They be like, okay, what happened?
What happened? Yep.
They ain't do that with her.
Got that paper in their hand.
She was right there.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they didn't even say nothing. They looked. They stitched his lip closed. She was right with him, and they didn't say nothing. They didn't even bring it up.
It's crazy, bro.
And she was mad over some shit like, it was weak shit like he left the seat up. It wasn't even like no big deal. She just got mad over small stuff. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why a lot of these dudes be cooking. They don't want to tell you. They be cooking. They be cleaning. They be doing stuff that women do to try to appease these relationships.
Act like they don't. All be projection play. Every single last one of them. I think, and to be honest, that's why I think that one guy that be on here always talking about single moms, I think that white girl got him wrapped around his name Cooley. I think all that he be talking about women and all that. Man, that white girl be putting him in his place. I know she
What's
do.
his name? Hold on, what you say his name is?
Cooley.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, the dude that was talking about not dating single moms, and come to find out he had a snow bunny that was a single mom and all that. But yeah, a lot of these dudes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember him play. He ain't nobody anyway. But yeah, a lot of these dudes, they be projected on here, acting like they that nigga, knowing damn well when they close that door, that's your ass. Get out of line with Big Mama. She gonna put you right in your place. But yeah, all right, Platt, holla at y'all, man.
All right, man.
Good stream.
All right, take care, Joy. There goes Joy. Like, share, support is late night, man. We didn't expect to go this long, but we got it. We want to talk about Michael B. Jordan. We know Laurie refused his offer for marriage. Many people believe that was Marjorie Harvey. Marjorie Harvey, who was the one who told her, don't marry the boring guy. Told her, look at me. I married the boring guy, but I did it because I had 3 kids. Let me tell you something, young lady. The first 2 men we had, Marjorie gave 2 kids to her first husband, and then a third one to her second husband. All of those men were woken up at night and drugged to prison cells because that's what she likes. Harvey has not been given a kid. And I suspect, I don't know, I suspect that they don't even share the same bed. I really don't. I truly do not think that Marjorie and him, maybe out of a year, like I said, maybe a month. And you have to do, let me tell you something, when a woman got kids, you got to, that kids get used to them sleeping in the same bed. What do? Hey, you ain't getting sleep, you can't sleep in that bed. Hey, listen to me. You ain't never gonna sleep. You can't do that, man. You gotta sleep in an empty bed, man. It's just the way it is. She with her kids. Her kids love her. That's how they feel comfortable. That makes them go to sleep. They won't go to sleep until she joins them in bed. As a man, that's just called life, man. I've dealt with women and they sleep with their kids. Yeah, you just look, you can see it. It ain't no big deal. It ain't no big deal to me. I have no problem with that. I'm a black person. I think that's pretty common in the black community. I really do. Especially in the South. If you a West Coast nigga, you probably don't understand it. If you East Coast, but in the South, it's just like that in the South. I've seen women go home and they in their 30s, and then that night they sleep in bed with their mama. Just like the older days. It's familiar things. They just familiar with each other. And you can't be yelling at these women, man. You're going to ruin your relationship. Then what you going to do? Like, share, support, man. Marjorie Harvey has shown she's part of the problem, not part of the solution. It's sad, but she's sentenced her daughter to be like her. I hope it works out for her. That's all I can say. Laurie, you about to hit the wall. I hope it works out for you. Go ahead, Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got too much to say, man.
Okay.
Like
All
that.
right. All right.
That's that, man. She's hitting the wall.
Yeah. Opportunity passed her, man. She'll be haunted. She's going to be haunted by this for the rest of her life.
Yes, it's over.
I got you, man. And you know what? I just yawned. We want to put this out, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Like, share, support, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, support the platform, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow. We will see you again tomorrow. We want to make our point. We put it out. Marjorie Harvey, how much influence did she have on Laurie? I say a great deal. I say because she had those failed relationships early. She saw Laurie getting with the boring guy, and she jumped out there and said, "Don't get with the boring guy. Don't be like me. I had to deal with Steve. He a good guy, but she's not attracted to him. Don't get with these boring guys." And Laurie said no. Laurie said, "I will not." And look at Laurie, man. Laurie's out here trying to make phone calls and being disrespectful. And I said she needs the script, though, man. I hate to say that, man. Some women, it's in their blood, man. They like scripting. It ain't even about the money, man. They just like the attention. They like standing on that stage, shaking in them lights. And they also like taking a man's bread. They like that. That's empowerment. A woman can take you for $500 and then you sitting up there looking stupid while she go sit with another man, and she got your ass for $5. That's an ego boost. You can't put no money on that. I think Lori would be so happy stripping, bro. I really do. I think she missed her moment. But I ain't mad at you. Who knows? Never say never, right, Lauren? Never say never. I heard that. Like, share, support, man. Like the stream. Support the platform, Cash App, Super Chat, Plat for Game. Support the Cash App, support the Super Chat, like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Share the stream. Let other people know about us, man. This is your first time finding us. Let other people know. Let other people know we exist. We do exist, and we exist for a reason. One thing Kevin Samuel said about black people is when you give black people the things that they need, they don't support it. They don't financially support the things that they need. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. We got the Cash App. We got the Super Chat. Or we won't be able to keep doing this. We just simply won't be able to do it. I'm out, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Take care.